That's something that they saw and they brought it up to you, and then you kind of looked at what you were doing and what you used to do.
I think it was something that I'd seen before the trade, and when I came over, they'd kind of asked me some things I was working on, and that was one of the things, and they'd kind of seen the same thing, and so it was pretty easy for us at that point to get to work on it.
Has this been a challenging year for you from that standpoint, just to get right, and constantly have to grind through it to get to the point where you're at now?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to go through your ups and downs, and I think it's just, do you stick to your process? Do you continue to find ways to get better and back to more consistency and back to the pitcher that I know I am? So I think, there's, you go through trials and tests, but they should make you better going forward.
And big picture, when you look at just the way this team's playing and what they need from you, that has to get you excited about the way you're pitching, the way they're playing, and marrying the two together.
Yeah, it's a fun group. I was very excited to come over here for the opportunity, and it's been good so far, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, is there something about the Cub experience that's happened in the brief time that you've been here that you couldn't have possibly known until you put the uniform on?
I don't know. I don't know if I found something yet. The ovation at Wrigley the other day was fun to have, and good to have a good start in front of the home crowd before we went on the road. But nothing too crazy yet.
I got to ask you about the defense, because a lot was made about it when you were first traded to the Cubs. Now that you've had a chance to see it firsthand, what stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's what everybody sees. It's an amazing infield, two really good catchers. The outfield, there's not a whole out there, and so they come every day, work hard, and have a lot of confidence in them to get the balls that are put in play.
So tangibly, when you're on the mound and you have a kind of defense behind you like that, what changes? Does anything change about your mentality depending on the hitter?
I don't think it changes your mentality. I think it just, it frees you up knowing that you can attack the zone and go directly at the hitters, and that if there's contact, those guys are going to be there and have your back.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Cubs left-hander David Peterson coming off a victory over the Cardinals last night. Cubs U enrollment is now open for all college students. Get discounted Cubs tickets all season long by texting Cubs U to 88019. Coming up, the Manager's Show next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Joel got wines.
At Farmers, we tell it to you straight. No lies, loopholes, or even baseball analogies.
Yep, no sports talk, just your bases covered.
At least we'll try to avoid the sports analogies. Like with coverage on the page. We use plain language so you know what's covered and what's not.
Yep, exactly. We'll keep our eye on the ball.
Painful. It's like you're not even trying.
We took a swing, but we really missed a...
Stop.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs? At our local academy, right here in your area, discover educational strategies for protecting and growing retirement assets and creating lasting income. Your future deserves a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class. That's TRADE to 210-210.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about
Plus, America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each. $30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Save time every time for a great haircut.
Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
The Atlas Honor Choir performing the national anthem tonight here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today's Tito's Handmade Vodka Canine of the Game is Archie Moon, a 7-year-old Pomeranian from Chicago. If the Northside team strikes out 9 players, Tito's will make a $100 donation to Paws Chicago. Cubs Cardinals here in St. Louis. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell. Brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity candy-coated chaos. Counsell was asked if he noticed anything different about Alex Bregman in last night's 4-hit performance.
He used a different bat. Yeah. That's what I noticed. But no, the swing-wise, I think it's always when these guys talk about most of the time when they talk about they're doing something different, it's not really visible to the eye. It's a feel that they're trying to get. So, it shouldn't necessarily be visible unless you really slow it down and know what they're trying to change. So, I think the important thing is, more than that for me is just having a good night and the confidence that brings and the kind of reassurance that brings.
What has stood out to you about the way Colin has used his secondary pitches this season?
Well, I think for Colin, the thing I'm always on Colin about is you have to make your secondary pitches have to be competitive with every pitch. So in other words, the hitter has to be responsible for it, no free pitches. And I think he generally does a good job with that. I mean, Colin's somebody that has to pitch he doesn't walk people, but he also has to pitch with counts in his favor, and he's very capable of doing that, and it makes a difference for him. It makes a really big difference for him.
Valencia, any update on him?
No.
Okay.
Other than it's still early in Phoenix, so he is scheduled to throw today, and I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Looks like Ben is throwing a baseball or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's throwing symptom free, doing well. So it's just building up, kind of throwing volume from right now.
Has he undergone any more re-imaging?
No.
He's had one of the best run-scoring offenses in the league, without Bregman fully hitting his stride. When you see, even though obviously it's just one game, but when you see something like last night, does it get you excited about what this group can still collectively accomplish offensively? Just knowing that not everyone has fully hit their stride in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I think we have a lot of talented hitters, and I think the way that you maybe don't go into lulls is something like that. I don't think. I think I could take the other side of that question too. But I think because I think we have some guys that I don't like Pete's. The expectations of Pete to continue this are. Let's say, hey, you just be the MVP all the time. That's a pretty lofty expectation. But I think, our offense, I think last night shows that, we can, hopefully multiple guys can contribute. And so, you look at the last 3 nights, we put up it's 11, it's 8, it's 7, or 7 and 8. And that's how you win a lot of games. And you could probably talk about a lot of different guys contributing to that offense.
And last night it was Bregman and Horner contributing to the offense. Celebrate the life and legacy of Chicago icon WXRT's Lynn Bramer at Metro's hometown celebration on August 16th. This special memorial event will benefit the Lynn Bramer Scholars Fund with a special performance from the Score's Matt Spiegel and the Lindberghers, as well as appearances from WXRT personalities. Tickets on sale now at metrochicago.com. When we come back, the pitching matchup next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Molly and Hom, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean moves us, whether we're riding a wave or soaking in its breathtaking beauty. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Guess who said the following?
I play with love, I play hard, so I'm gonna miss it, but that's what it is. Always is the end, so I'm happy. I played 21 seasons in the big league, and I can't regret it. Thank God.
That's Miguel Cabrera after he played in the final game of his 21-year career. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
15 years in prison for a crash that killed 3. 12 and a half years for killing a child, all caused by marijuana-impaired drivers. If you
Benjamin Moore is paint that performs. Stains wipe away easily, and the finish stays beautiful for years to come. Available in 3,500 colors and exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Ready to transform your space? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Regal Select, trusted by pros, loved by homeowners.
And they're out of here. If a Cubs pitcher strikes out 9 players during a regular season home game, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $250 to Paws Chicago, up to $10,000 per year. As one of the largest comprehensive no-kill animal welfare organizations in the nation, Paws Chicago continues to build programs to end the killing of homeless pets. Cheers to the home team with Tito's. And let's hear it for the Cubs. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Bosch. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Hey Cubs fans, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer here. This Cubs season, listen to the Cubs in crystal clear FM quality on 104.3 The Score.
It's got a chance! Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a long home run.
Imagine listening to all the action on FM. Cubs baseball has never sounded this good. Listen to every game on your home of the Cubs. 104.3 The Score.
Presented by the official sports book of The Score. Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fee.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, and it's taken at first base by Bergman. He goes to the bag. The season is over, and the Astros have won it. The Houston Astros have won their first pennant ever. They are the champions of the Western Division of the National League. As Bergman took the last ground ball, jogged to the bag, and it was over. And now the celebration begins on the field among the Astros themselves.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
15 years in prison for a crash that killed 3. 12 and a half years for killing a child, all caused by marijuana-impaired drivers. If you feel...
Joining us, it's a pleasant summer night for a ball game, unlike last night when we were delayed by about an hour and a half before getting underway. But once the game started, the Cubs played a good ball game in all phases, winning 7-3. Tonight, they'll try to make it 2 in a row over their arch-rival Cardinals. Colin Ray, the Cubs starting pitcher tonight, the right-hander is 7-7. The Cardinals will counter with right-hander Michael McGreevy, who is 4-8. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Cubs in center field tonight is Pete Crow Armstrong. Seiya Suzuki in right. Michael Bush batting third and playing first base. The Cubs cleanup man is Alex Bregman. Ian Happ, the designated hitter. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Nico Horner. Michael Conforto gets the start in left field tonight. Conforto batting seventh. Carson Kelly catching and batting ninth and playing second base, the rookie Pedro Ramirez. So those are the Cubs. Here are the Cardinals. J.J. Weatherholt will lead off and play second base. Batting second for St. Louis, their right fielder Jordan Walker. Alec Burleson at first base. Ivan Herrera bats cleanup and performs as the designated hitter. Lars Nootbaar is in left. Mason Wynn to bat sixth. Wynn at short. The center fielder is Nathan Church. Batting eighth and playing third base, Jose Fermin. And the number 9 batter is the Cardinal catcher, Jimmy Crooks. So there you have the lineups. Game time temperature, it's about 85 degrees, I would say. We'll get the exact figure here momentarily, but it's not nearly as oppressively warm and rainy last night. It's like 87 degrees. Thanks, Ron, for showing me that exact temperature. Good night for a game. Partly cloudy skies, but no real rain in the forecast, so that's promising as well. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Cubs occupy the third base dugout here in Missouri. Cubs have the gray shirts and trousers, wearing red numbers on their backs, blue hats. They'll wear blue helmets when batting, blue sleeves and socks, and a variety of shoe colors. Cardinals in their home whites, bright white shirts and pants. The rest is red. Red hats, sleeves, numbers, shoes, and socks. Uniform descriptions brought to you by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. The umpires have arrived. They're having the daily ritual of exchanging the lineup cards and having a brief discussion of ground rules. The umpires tonight are Adam Hammery behind the plate, Todd Tischner working at first. Second base umpire is Tyler Jones. Clint Vondrak will make all of the decisions at third base. The announcement of the umpires brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Good night for a game. Lights are on. Haven't taken full effect yet, but the lights are indeed on, and tonight's game is powered by ComEd. We are ready to go. One of the great rivalries in all of sports. The Cubs and the Cardinals back to get it started for you right after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Pat, did you...
At Farmers, we tell it to you straight. No lies, loopholes, or even baseball analogies.
Yep, no sports talk. Just your bases covered.
At least we'll try to avoid the sports analogies. Like with coverage on the page. We use plain language so you know what's covered and what's not.
Yep, exactly. We'll keep our eye on the ball.
Painful. It's like you're not even trying.
We took a swing, but we really missed up.
Stop.
You have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Every championship team has a strategy. Shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about
32 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
It's game time, and that makes it the perfect time for a flight by Yingling. Just 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and packed with flavor. Flight is the next generation of light beer from the oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer. And Pat, yesterday, Yingling flights were flying everywhere, and the Cubs scored a bunch of runs. It's a very good ball game for the Cubs yesterday. Big outing by Peterson, and very good offense. Nico and Bregman kind of leading the charge.
One of those good old-fashioned team victories, Ron. Everyone did their job, and the result was a sweet win. Michael McGreevy making his final few warm-up tosses. The Cubs' leadoff man is Pete Crow Armstrong. Leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Smallish crowd, maybe 15,000 in the stands right now. Perhaps there'll be a late arriving audience. Pete Crow Armstrong leads it off. We're ready for baseball. The big right-hander brings it. First pitch of the game is a strike, and away we go. What's the plan against Michael McGreevy, Ron?
Well, I think early in the ball game you want to be a little bit, just kind of pay attention to what he's throwing. He's a guy that his fastball's not overpowering, 90 to 92.
This one missed 1-1.
But he's going to throw a lot of different pitches. He's got 3 different breaking balls. He's got 2 different fastballs, which most guys have, the fastball and a 2-seamer. He cuts the ball, and he works up and down. He needs to have good command of his pitches to be successful.
Curve low and in, 2-1.
He definitely will not overpower anybody, and he's going to pitch behind. So you'll see a lot of breaking stuff. 3-1, 3-2, 2-0. You'll see a lot of sliders, curveball, and even a cutter.
The 2-1, fisted foul back out of play, 2-2. McGreevy's a big kid. 6'4", 230 pounds. Just had his 26th birthday on the 8th of July. He is a Southern Californian. The Cardinals made him the 18th overall pick in the first round back in 2021. Michael McGreevy. He's been in the big leagues since 2024. The 2-2 to Pete. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Crow Armstrong is out number 1. Strikeout for McGreevy, and the batter Seiya Suzuki.
In looking at film on McGreevy this morning, I thought his best pitch is that curveball, what you just saw to Pete. It's a knuckle curve. It has good downward movement. It's a little bit east-west, but very good downward tilt. He made a great pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong there.
Here is Seiya Suzuki checking in. Seiya will take down low for a ball. Seiya 1 for 5 last night, hitting .264. Beautiful Busch Stadium in Missouri. 400 to dead center. Swing and a miss on a high hard one. 375 to the power alleys, both in left center and right center. 335 to the corner in right. 336 to the corner in left. Lots of room and foul ground here. Fastball inside and low. 2 balls and a strike on Seiya Suzuki.
First inning, powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
And the next pitch. Bounce toward third and foul. Even though Ron, the alleys are listed at 375, those would be one of the alleys. The deeper alleys are what make this a fairly big park. Out between the 375, for example, and 400 in left center, there's a big space out there, and it's a good 390 to the deep alley.
Yeah, I would agree. When you go to 375, it goes out on both sides, very deep to the middle. So when you hit a ball to the middle of the park, you got to really hit it with some thunder to get it out of here.
Looping line drive, base hit over the head of Burleson, the first baseman. Suzuki got jammed, hit it right off the thumbs, but with his strength able to loop it over the head of the first baseman. It's a 1-out single, no score, first inning, a man at first, and Michael Busch the batter.
And McCreevy, he's going to get some of those jam shots, there's no doubt. When you throw a lot of off-speed stuff and you got good run on your fastball, that two-seamer has good run on it. He ran that one in on Suzuki, and he just, as you said, Pat, muscled it out over the second baseman and first baseman's head.
Stretched by the right-hander, the pitch to Michael Busch is taken outside for ball 1. McGreevy, an All-American at the University of California, Santa Barbara in Southern California. Overall this season, 4 wins but 8 losses, so he's had some struggles. Here's a drive toward left center. On the run is Nootbaar, angling back. The left fielder makes the catch. Maybe 10 feet shy of the track, out toward left center, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, another pitch inside, and Michael inside outs this ball. Hits it pretty well, a couple feet short of the track. Feel like a Bosch prediction, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. Now, we did some Bosching last night. Who was the Boscher here in the booth? Was you, Zach? Zach, are you Boschish tonight?
I'm always ready to Bosch.
Okay, you're on.
That's what we like about you, Zach. Here's a pitch in there for a strike to Alex Bregman.
So Colin Ray has a 1.32 ERA against these Cardinals over his last 5 starts. I'm predicting a quality start from Colin Ray tonight.
Okay, I like it.
Very good. Here's a breaking ball down low to Bregman. Alex put on a good hitting show last night. 4 hits. His box score reads 5 at-bats, 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 RBIs. His home run, his 11th of the year.
Yeah, you'd take that box score every night as a hitter.
Wouldn't you? The 1-1 is low and inside, and now it's 2-1.
The last pitch is sinker in. Good take by Bregman, 90 miles an hour. Speed gun powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
McGreevy, the right-hander, not ready and steps off the back of the rubber, picks up the rosin bag. Again, a very small crowd, and I'm not really sure why. The Cardinals are over 500. They're still certainly a legitimate wild card contender, if not a contender for the division title. Here's the pitch hit in the air to right center. Going back is Walker, the right fielder. Can't get it. It bounces over the wall. The Cardinals get a break. That would have driven in Suzuki easily, but he has to stop at third as it hit the warning track and jumped up into the crowd in right center. It's a double for Bregman on the ground rule 2-base hit. 2 down now, men at second and third, and the batter Ian Happ.
Well, the thing I love that Bregman is doing is he's using the whole field now. Not just trying to pull or not trying to push the ball over the other way. He's just cutting his swing loose. He's letting the ball carry a little deeper to him, and then wherever you hit it, you hit it. And he drove that ball to right center field and bounced it up over the wall. So another good plate appearance for Bregman.
Ian Happ will take outside. Clutch spot early in the game. Second and third, 2 down, top of the first. Sometimes the biggest hits in a ball game come right away. Happ waiting for the right-hander. Ian's average at 218. And he'll take down low. Now he might get something to hit. You do have first base open. But Nico Horner, who put on a very big show last night, 4 for 5 with a home run, is on deck.
With McGreevy on the mound and the way he mixes up speeds back and forth, you pick a speed right now, and that's what you try to hit. You don't try to cover everything he's got. So
2-0 to Happ. Fastball, strike.
And that was the fastball, top of the zone, two-seamer. Yeah, and that's fine. If you're looking curveball, then you got to take that pitch. If you're looking fastball, then you can't swing at the breaking stuff.
Walker, the right fielder, not very deep against Ian Happ, batting left-handed in this spot. No score, second and third. Happ takes low and away, 3-1. What's the approach here?
I think it's the same thing as when he was ahead 2-0. I think what you do is you pick a pitch that you want to hit or a speed, and that's what you look for. It would not surprise me at all if he gets another changeup.
Michael McGreevy ready, and the pitch to Happ. Called strike 2, a fastball. The double a moment ago, by the way, by Alex Bregman. A reminder, all doubles are sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Let's see if Happ can come through. Now the pitcher, McGreevy, not quite ready, so he backs off the rubber.
Yeah, I think the pitch clock was starting to get down, and he just stepped off, and that resets the pitch clock.
Happ hitless in 4 at-bats last night. Runners lead, second and third. The pitch pulled on the ground, foul, off-speed pitch. Ian out in front. Fouled it away, still 3-2.
Good job making a little contact on that curveball. That was a good pitch. And McGreevy has thrown him 2 inside sinkers, not really sinkers, but 2 seamers inside and broke him over the inside corner. I would guess he'd probably go with that again.
The 3-2 on the way. A swing and a foul back down below us. Looked like a fastball. Ian was right on it, fouled it back. There are some Cub fans here, many blue shirts and hats in that area behind the Cubs' third base dugout. But really, I see them all over Busch Stadium as we look around. And now the 3-2 pitch. Happ swings and fouls it back again. Good battle. This is going to be at least a 25-pitch ordeal for McGreevy in the first inning.
This will be the 8th pitch to Ian Happ in this at-bat.
Suzuki leads at third. Bregman away from second. The pitch. Happ strokes it foul again. He's sporting some good pitches. And that has to be getting a little bit tiresome to the pitcher, McGreevy.
Yeah,
Ron.
you see him kind of kicking at the rubber, absolutely. Yeah. He's thrown the whole repertoire, basically, of pitches that he's going to use for a left-hander in this at-bat.
This is his 26th pitch of the first inning, and he's not ready yet. Happ backs away, and a habit that Ian has is tightening the batting gloves, which he just did. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul.
First cutter he threw him. That's getting to the point of what you're talking about, where he's, the repertoire for the righties, he's used it basically the whole repertoire, so you got to go to something different, and he went with a cutter, and he fouled that one off.
Cardinals losing last night. We pointed out during last night's broadcast, they are under 500 at home, 27-30. And they're not used to being under 500 at home. 2 outs, 2 on, both in scoring position. Happ drives one in the air to right, going back. Walker still going back. It's off his glove and off the fence. 2 runs will score. Happ will have a double. Cubs lead 2-0. I mentioned Walker not playing that deep in right, and I'm still surprised that he wasn't, Ron.
Well, I have to agree with you, especially the way the ball will be carrying here tonight at Busch Stadium. And Ian, with, a 10-pitch at bat, he hammers this ball a line drive to right. And, as shallow as Walker's playing, he missed that ball by half a step. And it bangs into the wall. So the Cubs, like yesterday, take the lead in the first inning, 2-0.
Clutch 2-run double for Ian Happ gives him 47 runs batted in. Doubles by Cubs batters. Still sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Cubs lead 2-0. Before Horner steps in, we're going to step away 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. We are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
With Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes in Missouri, Zach Zaidman working alongside, Michael Langston, our fine engineer at the controls. Thinking about the last play, it looked like possibly, Ron, Walker was bothered a little bit by the sunlight as he went back for that ball in right. What do you think?
Yeah, it very well could be. He did not get a great break on the ball, and he's got his hand up by his hat right now trying to shade the sun, so it very well could be.
Nico Horner, the batter. Nico, a cool 4 for 5 last night with a home run. In his last 10 games, how about a batting average of .432? That works. His homer late in the game was his first since the 21st of April. Now the 1-0 to Nico, and that's going to be a strike. Ron, if you're a batter and you're aware of a pitcher struggling and making a lot of pitches, many more than he's wanted to make in this inning, are you going to take a few extra?
Yeah, I would make him work in this at bat too, absolutely.
The 1-1 looped foul off to the right, out of play.
He is at least going to have 30 pitches in this inning. He's got 20. The scoreboard says 29. Our monitor says 30. And now the scoreboard has put up a 30. So 30 pitches, so he'll at least make 31 pitches in the first inning in 90-degree heat.
1-2 to Nico. He took a poke at right field and fouled this one away.
That's a lot of work in one inning here in this weather. Hot, humid, very humid here in St. Louis. It's probably humid in Cincinnati too, but I know it's humid here.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nico swinging at a high fastball. Doesn't get it, but it's a good first inning for the Cubs. A 2-run double by Ian Happ. After a half, Cubs 2, Cardinals coming up on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs. Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the 9th, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean moves us, whether we're riding a wave or soaking in its breathtaking beauty. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org/WSJ.
Bottom of inning number 1. Colin Ray ready to go to work, has a couple of runs to work with, thanks to the 2-run double by Ian Happ in the top of the first. J.J. Weatherholt will lead things off, then Jordan Walker and Alec Burleson. Ron, as you think about Colin Ray facing these Redbirds tonight, what's on your mind?
Boy, just being on the attack. You know, you'd love to see Colin be able to pitch ahead here and have a couple quick innings, unlike McGreevy, who threw 32, 33 pitches in inning number 1.
First pitch strike, 0-1. Ray, his last couple of games against Detroit and Minnesota, both at Wrigley Field. He's, of course, on the road here tonight in St. Louis. He's lost his last 2 starts. Record of 7-7. He misfires on a high fastball, 1-1, but he's done a pretty good job, Ron, at keeping the Cubs in almost every start he's made.
Yeah, he's done just fine. Colin Ray is one of those guys that when the season ends, that pitch misses wide, 2-1. When the season ends, you look back and you think of all the key players of the season. He always is one of those guys because you sign him to do one thing.
Strike call, 2-2.
He came to camp and he was expected to be the 6th or 7th starter, but get a lot of innings. By the time you start the season, he's in the rotation. It's 2 years in a row, and he takes the ball every 5th day. I mean, it's impressive.
Swinging a foul back out of play. Usually gets into the 5th or 6th inning.
He's going to give you quality innings and a bunch of them. And the other thing, too, is, his kind of quiet leadership in the clubhouse. Another big thing.
Here comes the 2-2. Bouncing ball to second base, played by the rookie Ramirez. Throws to first in time. Pedro Ramirez starting at second base tonight. Nico Horner playing at shortstop. Dansby Swanson getting a day off. I hesitate to say that because we might see him later on in the game in some capacity.
If the Cubs are leading late in the game and it's a close ball game, Dansby will be back in the game on defense. There's no doubt.
Cubs lead 2-0. Jordan Walker, the batter.
But with that being said, Nico does a very good job at shortstop. That's where he grew up playing college and minor league baseball. But the other guy that's been impressive on defense has been Ramirez everywhere you put him.
Here's the line drive to Ramirez. Gloves it. A sharp line drive. He was over near second. He reached down to his left foot, and caught that ball inches off the dirt. Hard hit ball, but it's out number 2.
And as I was talking about him, I was really glad he caught that line drive.
2 down. Here's Alec Burleson.
Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment, Material Handling Handle. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. I'm looking around on defense, Pat, where the Cubs, in particular Suzuki, he's got to be a good 10 to 15 feet deeper than where Walker was playing in right last inning.
Burleson 0 for 4. He and Jordan Walker are the 2 best hitters clearly on this team. Burleson hitting .286 with 15 home runs. Walker .285 with 22 home runs. Here's a swing and a foul at the plate. 0-2 on Alec Burleson.
Yeah, this guy, he can swing the bat. There's no doubt. And you got 2 guys that are going to end up with 100 RBIs more than likely with Walker and Burleson. That's pretty good in a lineup. You're going to score a lot of runs that way.
Fly ball center field, pretty well hit. Back goes Pete Crow Armstrong to the center field fence. Makes the catch. Right near the fence, just to the right of the 400-foot sign. Out number 3. Burleson gave it a ride. PCA ran it down. We've played 1, Cubs 2, Cardinals nothing on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here with Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and All-Star Ron Coomer on 104.3 The Score.
Every small... Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess who said the following?
Once I caught it, I didn't know Bryce made it around second. I thought he was halfway, and I just had to get it in before he got there. But I guess everybody was in the right spot, right time, and made the play to end it.
That's Michael Harris II. after his amazing leaping catch double play to seal the victory in Game 2 of the 2023 NLDS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
So it's been Kirby's night. He's had a big one. And the 2-1 pitch to the Minnesota center fielder is driven to deep left center field. Back goes Keith Mitchell. It is gone. Home run bucket. And Charlie Lebrand has turned the lights out in the Metrodome again.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia!
Calm.
Top 2 in St. Louis. Cubs 2, Cardinals nothing. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time.
Hey, Zach, we have some exciting news about our boss at the radio station, The Score, Mitch Rosen. Mitch was nominated today for a Marconi Award. The award will be announced on October 20th, we understand. The award is the Legendary Radio Manager of the Year Award. And it's very, very prestigious. As Michael Conforto leads off and lines a base hit into right field. Conforto jumped on the first pitch, hit a soft line drive over the second baseman Weatherholt's head. Leadoff base hit, Cubs with 4 hits after only 7 batters, and it brings up Carson Kelly.
And Mitch, congratulations to you. They will, as you said, Pat, call a winner in October in New York City, and we've got a champagne provider that will help celebrate during that time.
Yeah, now you're talking. Carson Kelly, the batter.
Big congratulations to Mitch. He's been our boss, but a great friend, too, for a long time.
He has been an amazing guy to work with. We love working for you, Mitch. Thank you for everything, and we are pulling for you big time for the Marconi Award. Pretty prestigious. Kelly, the batter. Kelly did not play last night. He'll take ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Carson with Conforto at first. It was a laborious first inning for McGreevy. He was up around 36, 37 pitches.
Yeah, mid-30s, 35, 36. I think 35 pitches he's at right now, which that's a big number right now. You're in the second inning, and you got nobody out.
1+ inning. Kelly gets jammed, fouls it back out of play right side. Take a look at a little baseball history a little bit later on. Some interesting things have happened in that regard. These two teams have a long history against each other, going all the way back to 1892. 2 of the oldest franchises, and one of the great rivalries in all of sports. Curveball is outside, 3-1. Kelly should get something to hit here, don't you think?
You would think so. He's going to get a strike. It's just, what is it going to be? You almost wonder if he's going to get some kind of breaking ball here. Greavy threw 2 seamers to Ian.
Swing and a miss.
That was a 2-seamer. It looked from here like it was a breaking ball, like a cutter, but they said 2-seamer on the scoreboard. I did not get to see it again.
Let's keep an eye on the runner Conforto at first. Full count, nobody out. Conforto not a big base-stealing threat. He is running, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. So after a good first inning of 2 runs, the Cubs have a chance for another rally now with 2 men on and nobody out, and the number 9 hitter Ramirez batting, Ron.
Yeah, he goes, and we talked about this. He went 3-2. He went with a breaking ball. And wasn't close. He pulled that pitch way down and away. So good at bat for Carson. And one big swing of the bat, and you could really take a big lead.
Ramirez did not show bunt. I'm looking at Fermin, the third baseman. He's in on the grass, anticipating a possible sacrifice bunt, and now backing up as I say that.
Yeah, I don't see in this ballgame Ramirez looking to bunt in this situation.
He hits a bouncing ball towards short. It'll be gloved by Wynn. The throw to first is in time. And runners move up to second and third. Weatherholt could not get over and cover second quickly enough, and Wynn had to quickly throw to first. But now the Cubs with a great scoring chance with PCA batting, with men at second and third and only one down.
Yeah, it's not a really sharply hit ball. It's hitting the hole. So it gives everybody on the bases a chance to really move up. And Weatherholt playing way around to the pull side. If they threw that ball to second base, Kelly might have beat him there.
He drives one in the air, deep left center, back toward the wall. This ball is going to be caught by Church. Tagging and scoring is Conforto. Cubs lead 3-0. I thought that ball might sail all the way out of here. Church made a good play just to the left of dead center. Going up against that wall, gently colliding with the padded wall as he caught it. He did not rob PCA of a home run, but it would have been an extra base knock for sure. It's an RBI for Pete, his 61st RBI. Cubs lead 3-0 with one away, a man at third as Kelly moved up after the grab as well.
As a changeup to Pete Armstrong, and he caught it just off the end of the bat enough to keep it in the ballpark, but a very good swing by Pete. Give the Cubs another run.
Are you surprised the infield is back here with one away and a man at third and already a 3-run lead?
I kind of am, yeah, absolutely. I think this goes back to, though, McCreevy not being a strikeout guy, and you've got to get outs. When the ball's put in play, you got to try to get outs because he's not going to punch out a bunch of guys to get himself out of the inning.
A swing and a smash fair down the left field line. A run scores. Suzuki's going to have a standing double. Cubs lead 4-0 as they keep the pressure on Cardinals starter Michael McGreevy.
Well, that was a bullet. That's a breaking ball from McGreevy. Yeah, and this ball is a rocket right down the line, just fair. As it just hits about 3 feet fair and goes all the way into the corner. So another good at bat by Suzuki. And 2 nights in a row, the Cubs are well up into the second inning ahead of the Cardinals.
Doubles by Cubs batter, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Here's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit by Michael Busch. Another run is going to score. Busch with an RBI single. Suzuki scores. Cubs lead by a high 5.
Well, and you got to wonder if the 30-some pitch inning against McCreevy in the first inning took something out of him, because he's throwing a lot of breaking balls in this inning, but a lot of them are very hittable. This pitch in the middle of the plate about mid-thigh, and Michael smokes this ball through the infield. So a lot of hard-hit balls in this inning.
Again, doubles brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Here's Alex Bregman. A 2-run first inning, a 3-run second inning. There are 2 outs with a man at first. And Alex Bregman will take a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now, Bregman is the cleanup hitter, and they're sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Bosch kitchen today at grandappliance.com, and you can Bosch with us then.
Here's a line drive toward right. That's a base hit off the bat of Bregman. Stopping at second is Busch. And you can hear the Cub fans in attendance delighted with what they're watching so far tonight.
7 hits in the ball game, and there's two outs in this inning, in the second inning. 7 hits and a walk so far in this ball game for the Cubs. Still nobody up in the Cardinal bullpen, and it's one of those things, the pitching coach going out slowly to try to just give McGreevy just a break and just let him catch his breath. He is at 47 pitches in the ball game, and there's 2 outs in the second inning.
Dusty Blake, the pitching coach, will head out to the mound to see about the starter, Michael McGreevy. 13 men have come to the plate for the Cubs run, and 7 have hits already, and we're only in the second inning.
Yep. 47 pitches in an inning and 2/3.
He walked a man in the inning. That was Kelly. He came in to score. 3 straight hits now by Suzuki, Busch, and Bregman. And let's see if Ian Happ, who had a 2-run double in the first, can drive in another run or 2 or 3. 5-0 Cubs. Happ takes high for a ball, 1-0.
Ian crunches one here, and this game could be over before it gets started. Ian had I think a 10 or an 11 pitch at bat in his first AB.
And the 1-0. And that's a strike. Doubles by Cubs batter, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Cubs already with 3 doubles and a bunch of singles, 4 singles.
They're doing a very good job of laying off that changeup down or away.
2-1 on Ian Happ. Bush away from second. Bregman away from first. A 2-1. Ian takes high, ball 3. Okay, 3-1. What's on your mind?
Well, when he got last at bat, when McGreevy got behind him, he would throw that high two-seam fastball inside and break it over the inner part of the plate. I would look for that now if I'm Ian and see if you get that pitch.
The pitch on the way. It is a strike.
Through a hook. 3-1 curveball, and that kind of goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. He really mixes up his pitches. That one just barely caught the outside corner.
No activity in the bullpen for St. Louis yet, but some guys are getting up and limbering up. The pitch to Happ. Drilled in the air, down the line and right. If it's fair, that ball is going to be a foul ball. Plenty of distance for a long ball, but it just curled foul in the right field corner.
Boy, that ball was hit, and it started. I mean, there was no doubt it was going to be a home run. It was just fair or foul. No argument for me, and as that ball was hooking, just hooked foul by probably less than a foot.
Runners ready to skedaddle away from first and second. The pitch to Happ is ball 4, and the inning will continue with the bases loaded for Nico Horner, and immediately now there will be activity in the Cardinal bullpen.
Yeah, McGreevy, he's struggling. He's at 53 pitches now in the game. And there comes a time in this heat where you can only expect so much from a guy in a couple innings. He is visibly laboring and trying to catch his breath on the mound.
Nico Horner will take ball 1. Nico struck out in the first. Walks by Cubs batters. Sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Speeding in a work zone is like arguing with the ump on no whim. Mind the signs, avoid the fines. Strike call to Nico, 1-1. Cubs on top, 5-0. 2 down, bases loaded, top of inning number 2. Quiet. Cardinal fans very quiet and subdued at the time. The stretch by the right hander, the 1-1. Warner swings and fouls it back. Looked like he took a poke toward right field.
Yeah, Nico got a good pitch to hit. That was that 4-seamer top of the zone. Took a big rip, fouled it straight back.
When he's hot, he sprays the ball all over the place, Nico Horner. 4 hits last night. Here's the pitch. Horner pulls it foul on the ground toward third. When you were hot, Ron, as a hitter, did you notice yourself using the entire field?
Yeah, absolutely. Because pitchers, you start hitting them hard and they go away from the game plan. If you're pulling the ball, then they've got to try you away and do something different.
Nico fouls this one away, making McGreevy work hard. McGreevy visibly frustrated on the mound.
Yeah, he's tired. There's no doubt. His face is flushed. I mean, it's 90 degrees and humid. This next pitch is going to be pitch number 60, Patrick. And in 2 innings, he has worked almost a game's worth of pitches.
The 1-2. Nico hits one down the right field line. That ball is going to be a foul ball. Fouled by maybe a foot. That would have chased in 2 and maybe 3. But it's a foul ball, and we'll do it again.
Boy, Nico slices this ball. Nico's running hard down the line. He thought this ball was going to land in fair territory or on the line, and it just missed the chalk line going down the right field line.
They go back up there. Cubs at all three stations. Happ at first, Bregman at second, Bush at third. They've got their leads. Warner waiting for McGreevy and the pitch. Very high, not close. 2-2. Pretty good sized gap in left center at the moment for Nico.
Yeah, same thing with down the left field line. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. A weary right-hander McGreevy deals. Breaking ball low, and it's gone 3-2. We've gone about as far as we can go now. Runners will be moving with the delivery.
If he doesn't get Nico here and he has another hitter, this will be his last hitter. There's no way they can let him continue on pitching.
The payoff pitch. Line down the right field line. That is going to be a fair ball. 2 runs are going to score. Racing to third is Happ. 2-run single Nico Hoerner. Cubs lead 7-0.
Big at bat for Nico. He had 4 hits in yesterday's ball game, and now a base hit or a single with knocking in 2. And the Cubs offense exploding here in St. Louis. Yesterday, 7 runs in the ball game. Today, 7 runs in the first 2 innings, and Marmol coming out to make a pitching change.
McGreevy lasting only an inning and 2/3. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. A right-hander coming in for the Redbirds. We'll identify him in a moment. Cubs 7, St. Louis nothing. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Alex Bregman. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Brew. Between my radio show, filming content, editing videos, and trying to stay connected with family, reliable Wi-Fi isn't really optional anymore. I just need it to work. And that's why I like that with Xfinity, you get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years, guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, Xfinity makes getting connected simple with same-day Wi-Fi so you can get online in minutes. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples. That was easy. Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Graceffo is the new pitcher for the Cardinals. In case you're wondering if he is like Madonna or Prince or Aristotle, he does have 2 names. He's not just Graceffo. It's Gordon Graceffo. We like to clear things up for our audience,
Yeah,
Ron.
that's why you're in the Hall of Fame, partner. There's no doubt about that.
Graceffo will inherit a first and third situation. Cubs lead 7-0. Michael Conforto batting with 2 outs in the inning. The right-hander Graceffo fires. Fastball high. We've seen him before. What does he feature?
Yeah, he's got not an overpowering guy. He's another guy that's going to throw in that low to, 93, maybe 94, topping out.
The stretch for the 1-0. Hit in the air, deep right field. Going back, Walker on the track. Walker makes a leaping catch. Pretty good play by Walker after a long run. Conforto just about had an extra base hit. The Cubs will settle for a 4-run rally. Make it a 5-run rally. And they lead 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk on your ride home.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Every championship team has a strategy. Shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors, ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
The ocean moves us, whether that's surfing a wave or taking in an inspiring view. The ocean feeds us. Sustainable seafood practices bring the ocean's bounty to our plates. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices, big and small, make an impact. The ocean delights us as playful otters restore coastal kelp forests. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org.
Come for full details.
Book your roster spot at the Cubs Fantasy Camp at Sloan Park. Live the big league dream with Cubs alumni and pro instruction. Get full clubhouse access, play daily games, and a shot at a championship game on the main field. Visit Cubs.com/fantasycamp. Pat?
Cubs on top, Zach, 7-0. Bottom of inning number 2, Ivan Herrera will lead things off for the Redbirds and foul away the first offering by Colin Ray. Let's talk about Colin Ray. Does his game plan change in any way, shape, or form now that the Cubs have staked him to a 7-run lead?
I would say probably not much, but maybe just a touch more on the attack. If you're debating what to throw, you want to make sure you're throwing a strike and you're pitching ahead and force them to swing the bat and put the ball in play.
That makes sense. No gifts, no walks, or keep the walks to an absolute minimum. Fly ball to center. Pete Armstrong is there, roaming toward right center, gloves it. Out number 1. Ray has set down the first 4 Cardinals. Cubs lead by 7, and the batter is Lars Nootbaar.
And in saying that, that's kind of the plan of attack anyway for Colin Ray. He's a guy that's going after guys. He's going to throw the ball over the plate. He's going to mix up some speeds, but he's not a big walk guy. And, so is it a big difference for him? Probably not. I mean, probably mindset's exactly the same.
Nootbaar takes a strike. Nootbaar hitting .241. 3 home runs, 15 driven in. And the 0-1. In there for a strike, and the count 1. Make it no balls and 2 strikes on Nootbaar. The famous St. Louis arch is clearly visible out beyond the right center field fence. Looks like they are either working on part of the arch or a building adjacent to it. There's a gigantic crane that is even taller than the arch, and that's saying something.
Now, what I heard is that the city or whoever runs the arch has bought the building in front of the arch, and they're tearing it down and making that part of that park area that they have for the arch.
Nootbaar hits a bouncing ball to second. Pedro Ramirez throws him out easily. 2 down. Ray has set down the first 5 Cardinals. Cubs lead 7-0, and the batter Mason Wynn.
Well, great job by Ray so far. He's only at, I believe, 18 pitches in the ball game now, and he's just throwing strikes and getting ground balls and pop-ups and doing his job.
Mason Wynn hitting .241. 4 home runs for Mason. Right-handed batting shortstop. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as we move along. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Very small crowd last night, 24,209. And we're just not accustomed to seeing small crowds in this park, Ron, when the Cubs are in town.
Yeah, no, I would agree. It's. I don't know if I've ever seen sections of the seats closed in Busch Stadium here, and we've seen down left field there's 3, 4, maybe even 5 sections closed.
Fly ball to right, deep, but it is playable, I believe, for Suzuki. It is. Makes the catch after a long run, angling back toward the right field corner. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Colin Ray. We move to inning number 3. Cubs 7, St. Louis nothing. On The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score. Unwind.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at Shopify.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us and to be world champs now, man. It's crazy.
That's Corey Seager after he received the 2023 World Series MVP award. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Today's phrase is high cheese.
Do you know what it means?
High cheese, a fastball thrown with high velocity that is up in the strike zone.
Maybe they're going to go right after with some high cheese.
There you go. 4 strikeouts for Aaron. 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
.com/WSJ.
Carson Kelly is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by Timber Tech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Back.
All right, Zach, the Cub offense has been very impressive so far. 2 runs in the first. Ian Happ had a 2-run double. And then a 5-run rally in the second inning. Lots of contributors. Pete Crow-Armstrong had a sac fly. Seiya Suzuki an RBI double. Michael Busch drove in a run with a single. And Nico Horner capped the rally with a 2-run single to right. Kelly leads off and takes high. Gordon Graceffo continues on the mound. Zach Zaidman will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron Coomer tonight. Here's the stretch by Graceffo and the 1-0 pitch. Curveball in there for a strike, 1-1. Cubs 6 games behind Milwaukee late last night. If you missed it, Milwaukee lost their game in San Francisco while the Cubs were beating St. Louis. There is a strike. Cubs still have 2 series left with the Brewers, both in Wrigley Field and in American Family Field in Wisconsin.
I think we go there at Labor Day to play in Milwaukee. And I believe we still have 7 ball games left with the Brewers, right?
Mm-hmm. That sounds right. 1-2 is down low, 2-2.
So there's still a lot of baseball to be played in this Central Division to see who's going to win the division and then also to see who's going to go to the playoffs. It's going to be an interesting, as you said, final third of the season.
And the 2-2 now to Carson Kelly. And he'll hit a fly ball to right. Pretty well hit, but it is playable for Walker back near the track in right center. The right fielder makes a one-handed snag. And that is out number 1.
3rd inning is brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go.
Pedro Ramirez, the batter. Pedro grounded out his first time, batting ninth in the order, getting a chance to play second base tonight. And there is a strike.
He grounded out to short, but had a productive at-bat because he moved the runners from first to second and third, and both of those guys scored.
And here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. I'll tell you what you have to like, Ron. He has not played every day, kind of played sporadically, but his average is .305. Now, it's hard enough if you come up and get a chance to play regularly, but when you're starting now and then maybe not playing for a day or two and then starting again, you get a pinch hitting role here or there. That's not easy. Here's the 0-2. But he's kept that average very healthy.
The average is good. Using the whole field. The offensive side has been very good. He runs better than I thought in spring. I didn't get to see him run a lot, but he runs better than you might give him credit for. And the defense has been very good.
Here's a big chopper to first. Burleson gloves the first hop, and the throw to first not in time. A hustling infield single for Pedro Ramirez. The Cardinals might challenge the call. The pitcher, Graceffo, a little late getting over, and Ramirez flying down that line.
Yeah, this is what we were just talking about him running better than we thought. And he does. He beats the pitcher to the bag. He's safe at first base. Excellent hustle by Ramirez, and that's just how this game has been going so far. Cubs with their 9th hit in the ball game, and they're up 7-0 here in the top of the third.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the batter. Pete with a sac fly, so he made a contribution. He takes a strike here.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Pete walked a couple of times in last night's game. He hits one in the air, left center, shallow. The shortstop win out. The left fielder, Nootbaar, comes in and makes the catch. And that's going to be out number 2. And it brings up Suzuki.
Watching Pete after that swing kind of fired his bat down into the ground in frustration. And, he is in such a groove right now. When he gets a pitch to hit and he doesn't hammer it, it's frustrating because he knows he saw that ball really well. He's right on time and then just didn't square it up. But he is in some kind of heater right now, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Seiya Suzuki looks at strike 1.
Seiya 2 for 2 in the ballgame, a single to right and a bullet down the left field line.
His RBI number 59. Right-hander to right-hander, the 0-1. Inside, almost hit him in the left kneecap. Cubs trying to get to 15 games above 500. And now the 1-1 on the way. Fisted foul off to the right, out of play. And tomorrow will be game number 108. So that will mark the exact 2/3 mark of the season. 54 remain after tomorrow night's ball game. So I think in some ways, Ron, that's when the pennant race really starts to heat up. The final 2 months.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Here's a pitch down low. You got the trading deadline, so that'll be an interesting thing to watch. Monday is the deadline. I've been kind of surprised at the lack of activity so far. I mean, we're only, 6 days away?
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think there's, and there's some teams that are expecting to play deep in the playoffs that are very banged up, that haven't made moves yet.
Say, checks. Did he go? No swing. He might have gotten a break. I thought he swung, actually.
Yeah, high fastball. It looked like he held up. But Cardinal dugout might be jawing at the first base umpire, Todd Tishner, a little bit.
And now the 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner at first, and Suzuki strikes out swinging. Cubs don't score, leave 1, middle of inning number 3. Cubs 7, Cardinals nothing on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Retirement isn't the time to guess. You've worked hard to build your savings. Now learn strategies that can help you protect, grow, and create income from what you've earned. Join us at our local academy, yes, right here near you, for a free educational class focused on retirement strategies. Because confidence in retirement doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 now. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean...
Nothing. It's partly cloudy at 85 degrees at the moment. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
Did you say no fees?
0.
Very good, Zach. Thank you. It's time to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Benny's has no bet fees either, Pat.
That's a fact. I like learning things, Ron. Please tell me more.
No, that's best I got right there. I'm good now.
Nathan Church, the batter. Church will take outside for a ball. I'll go ahead and start the extravaganza of predicting the attendance.
Extravaganza.
Well, I might be overstating it just a little bit. Here's a pitch. Line into left center field, a base hit. Over to pick it up is Pete Armstrong. Stopping at first is Nathan Church. And the Cardinals have the leadoff man on. That's their first base runner of the game. Cubs lead 7-0, and here's Jose Fermin.
Like a little two-seamer running away from. Might even have been, actually, speed. That might have been a change running away. Pretty good at bat. He shoots that ball the other way.
Last night's attendance was 24,209. Now the right-handed batting Fermin takes a strike. So we have to decide, are there more or fewer than we saw last night? I would say it's almost in that same category. I'm going to say slightly fewer. 23,132. 2-3-1-3-2. There's a strike, 0-2.
24,500.
I'm going to go 25,500.
So we're all locked in. Here comes the 0-2. Curveball dips down low for a ball. Church is one of 4 guys in the lineup, Ron. I know you've paid very close attention to this as well, whose name could be both a noun and a name.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Here comes the 1-2 to Church. Swing and a foul at the plate. You've got Walker.
Yeah.
You've got Wynn.
Yeah.
Even though it's not spelled the right way. You've got Church. And you've got Crooks. So 4 nouns out of the names out of 9. It's a rather large total. You could also, I guess, make a case for Nootbaar as kind of an odd candy selection. Here comes the set for the 1-2 pitch on the way. A fly ball into shallow left. Coming in is Conforto. Mike Conforto is there. He's going to make that catch. That's out number 1. We just like to, you get it on the road, you have a little extra time around the hotel rooms, and You get to the ballpark early and you just kind of look at things, and sometimes you're sorry you do that. This would be one of those sorrowful times.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't have that much time at the hotel today.
Most people don't. Most people don't. I'm sorry that I did.
No, I think it's very informative.
Sort of. Jimmy Crooks, the batter. He was on that list.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be there, I'm guessing. Yeah. Here's a pitch. Fastball inside corner. The count now 1-1. One away and a man at first. Cubs on top 7-0 here in the third. And the next offering is down low. And the count 2-1.
See, now you could have spent your day, instead of that, you could have gone up into the arch and checked out the new construction around the arch and gone up there and got a good bird's eye view of it all.
What kind of bird? Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air, left center, pretty well hit. Back toward the warning track as Pete Crow Armstrong makes the catch gracefully and then collides very gently with the left center field fence, turns and throws it back in. He made that look like a stroll in the park. It was a good play by Pete.
It really does. He gets a great break on this ball. Then he can start slowing down a little as he's getting closer to the wall. He looked at the wall about 3 steps before the track, or 2. And then he knows where he's at. Now he picks the ball back up, catches it 1 step, and then bumps into the wall. Doesn't slam into it, but bangs into the wall a little bit and just makes the play. And as you said, Pat, that looked very casual and a very nice play by Pete Crow Armstrong.
J.J. Weatherholt showing bunt with 2 outs and his team down by 7. Shallow at third is Bregman, just in case. Colin Ray working to the left-handed hitter and missing down low, 2-0.
See, now I kind of like this move by Bregman playing in. I think right now, the Cardinals are way down 7-0, 2 outs. You'd really like to get as many people as you could on base in front of Walker to try to get back in the game. Mm-hmm. So why give him just a freebie bunt single and put 2 men out in front of Walker, and then he hits one, and now they're back in the ballgame. So I kind of like this play by Bregman.
I like the way you pointed that out, Ron. You played that position. You were in that spot many times. There's a pitch outside.
You'd rather give up the base hit past you and it be a single than give them, and make them swing, than just give them a freebie bunt single.
3-1 on Weatherholt. And he'll take outside, and that puts 2 men on now for the dangerous Jordan Walker. That's the first base on balls issued by Colin Ray in the game. And now he has to go to work on their best hitter, or one of their best hitters, along with Alec Burleson. Jordan Walker ready to step in.
Yeah, I know Colin's a little frustrated with himself. I wonder, he went to the rosin bag quite a bit after that last pitch. If these guys are, a lot of sweat, a lot of perspiration.
First pitch, check swing on a curveball. It's low and outside for a ball. Church, the runner, at second. Weatherholt at first. And Walker will take outside, 2-0. Now you got to be careful.
Yeah, this is a big pitch. Now, what they've done in this series in yesterday's ball game is Walker was coming off the ball. See if he can throw a good pitch in the outside corner. He might get a ground ball.
Here's the 2-0 to Walker. Check swing strike. Just about a perfect location.
Yep, right on that outside corner. I'd stay right out there against Walker in this at bat. If you throw a little slider on that outside corner, you might end up getting that ground ball.
2 outs in the inning, 2 men on. Check swing, did he go? No swing. Very, very close. Haven't seen a replay yet.
Todd Tishner, this is the second one he's had.
Could have said yes.
Yeah, that was a borderline one. Yeah, that was close.
And now the 3-1. Fly ball, right center field, playable. Converging, PCA and Suzuki. Pete says, I'll make the play, and yes, he does. Walker hit a fly ball into shallow right center. PCA made the play. We go to the fourth inning. Cubs 7, Cardinals nothing on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swing and a drive hit well to left field. Back goes the left fielder, Kimball, looking up, and it is gone! Goodbye! Bryce Harper has done it! It's a walk-off, game-winning home run in the bottom of the 13th inning. And the long ball that he and everyone has been waiting for.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is twin bill. Do you know what it means? Twin bill, a doubleheader.
Left field base hit for Heston Kjerstad. Had a multi-hit game in Game 1, and now his third hit of the twin bill with a one-out single in the opening inning here in Game 2.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB.
The out-of-town scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. In Game 1 of a doubleheader in Cincinnati, the Guardians edged the Reds 6-5. Kyle Manzardo with a grand slam for Cleveland. Game 2 is underway in that doubleheader in Cincinnati, and the Reds lead it 2-0 over the Guardians in the top half of the 7th inning. J.J. Bleday with a solo shot, his 18th. Whole bunch of other games in progress. Tigers leading the Orioles 12-0 now. Bottom of the 8th inning in Detroit.
Michael Busch first up in the 4th inning. Here's Zach. He'll take up and in from the right-hander. Graceffo still pitching for St. Louis.
Eduardo Valencia with 3 hits and 2 RBIs, including a home run for Detroit. Diamondbacks lead the Pirates 6-0, last of the 7th in Pittsburgh.
Busch takes outside, 2-0.
Rangers 4, Rays 1. They're in the middle of the 8th in Tampa. The Marlins strike first. They've got a 1-0 lead over the Phillies in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Kyle Stowers, a solo shot for Miami, his 14th. Nationals lead the Blue Jays 4-1 in the 3rd.
Check swing, that'll be a full strike. 2-1.
The Twins 1, Royals 0. They're in the top half of the 6th inning in Minnesota. Josh Bell with a ribby single. The Yankees on top of the White Sox 3-0, now bottom of the 4th inning on the south side.
The right-hander Graceffo ready to bring it back to the plate. Check swing foul, 2-2, Zach.
Braves and Mets, Pat, were rained out in New York. Later on tonight, out west, the Brewers and Giants in San Francisco.
Very good. Here it's 7-0 Cubs. If you're joining us a little bit late, they got 2 in the first inning and 5 in the second. We are in the 4th. 2-2 to Busch. Hit in the air, a pop fly, playable. Third baseline, foul territory. Now the catcher backpedaling into fair territory makes a difficult catch.
Fair two.
As that ball started to drift back into fair ground.
That's one of those plays where the third baseman could come in hard and help his catcher, but that was not an easy play for the catcher, Crooks, at all.
Those pop-ups near the plate seem to have kind of an awkward spin to them.
Yeah, they go
Ron.
up and back, so they kind of make a loop.
Alex Bregman, the batter, he'll take a strike, 0-1. Going to pass along a station ID as soon as we can. Fouled right side. 10 for ID right here on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Gordon Graceffo delivers to the Cub right-handed batting Alex Bregman and misses upstairs, 1-2. Game 2 of what will be a 4-game series. Night game tomorrow, day game Thursday. Cubs home on Friday against the Yankees. Big week. And then the Dodgers come in early next week to Wrigley.
Yeah, you think about the crowds we're going to have at Wrigley Field this next week. 3-3, Dodgers and Yankees. Finish it up with a makeup game against Toronto.
Here's a swing and a miss. Or a foul. Did he foul tip that ball? He did foul tip it, but the catcher Crooks able to get his glove underneath and catch the ball before it hit the dirt. I think that's what I'm reading.
Yep, that's exactly right. And I like what the home plate umpire did. This ball's foul tipped into the glove, and what he was wondering, did the ball scuff the ground? So he asked to look at the ball, Adam Hammery, and it did not have any dirt on it, so he called strike 3. Very good job by the home plate umpire, Hammery, at least giving it the full makeup of to see whether or not it hit the ground, so very good job by him. And he got the call exactly right.
2 down, and here's Ian Happ. And the pitch is taken down low. Are the umpires run cognizant and trying to be aware of keeping a brand new ball in the game at all times so that they could be able to see a scuff like you're talking about?
Absolutely. The game has totally changed from 25 years ago, even 30 years ago, where the ball stayed in play a lot.
Happ hits a one-hopper right side. Weatherholt to his left makes the play on one bounce and throws to first in time.
But if the ball hits the ground, it's out of the game, no matter if pitched or hit.
Cubs go 1-2-3 on to the bottom of inning number 4. Cubs 7, Cardinals nothing on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the 9th, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
If you're a commercial contractor, you know the game. Service work projects, crew tracking, cash flow, margins, and more. Here's the problem. You're running your business with disjointed systems that just aren't cutting it. If that's the case, I need to tell you about Service Titan, the only end-to-end platform built specifically for service and construction work. From prospecting and bidding to install, maintenance, retrofits, and everything in between, Service Titan gives you the tools you need to thrive. Learn more at ServiceTitan.com. That's ServiceTitan.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
And listen to this. Now he steps back into the box, and here comes the pitch from Chan Ho Park, and there's a high fly ball.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. Otto Lopez of the Marlins, the batting average leader in the majors, hitting .328. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, 34 home runs. That's number 1 in all of baseball. Alvarez also leads in on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS. Those are the big stats. C.J. Abrams, the RBI leader, the National shortstop, has driven in 82 runs.
An amazing total, Zach. Here's Burleson leading off, taking a strike from Colin Ray. Keep going.
Abrams' teammate, Nasim Nunez, leads the majors in steals with 38.
It's going to be a ball outside, 1-1.
And their teammate, the outfielder James Wood, leads the majors in runs with 97 so far this season. The Brewers' Jacob Mizorowski, the ERA leader, 1.58.
Outside, 2-1.
The wins leader is Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies. The All-Star has 13 wins. And Cade Smith of the Guardians, the saves leader, with 30.
Cade Smith. Here's the pitch down low, 3-1. I wonder if he prefers the recording from the late, great Cade Smith on the national anthem. Maybe he's never really considered it. Here's a pitch outside, and the count 3-1, and that is actually going to be ball 4 to Alec Burleson, leading off this 4th inning. Cubs 7, Cardinals nothing. Cubs out hitting St. Louis 9-1, and the batter now is Ivan Herrera.
That's one thing, you know, Colin Ray does not want to do is walk guys, but see if he can induce a ground ball. Herrera, pretty good swing, but 12 bombs, but also not very fast. You could get him hit a new ground ball double play.
Right-hander to right-hander, and Herrera takes a ball outside, 1-1. Cubs trying to even up the season series, which they will do if they can hang on to this big lead. So far they are 3-4 against St. Louis for the year. Curveball missing, 2-1. Clouds still in the area, but lots of blue skies too. I don't think there's much rain forecast for the next several hours. Now the 2-1, fouled away, 2-2.
Has a good fastball in on the hands, two-seamer running in on Herrera from Colin Ray. I like that because now Herrera's got to be accountable to that two-seamer inside. You make a good pitch to slider away or something away change, you could get a ground ball double play.
The 2-2. Called strike 3. Herrera wants another look at that pitch. He thought it was outside.
Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
It's a good pitch. He's out.
Call confirms. Strike 3, batter's out. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
Strikeout for Colin Ray. That's his first of the game. 1 away and a man at first. Cubs lead by 7. And the batter is Lars Nootbaar.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Well, that was a good pitch. Little two-seamer that came back to the outside corner at the knees.
Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Nootbaar bounced out to Ramirez, the second baseman, his first time. Ray working rhythmically. And the big right-hander fires 0-1, bounce toward the middle, glove by Horner, spins and throws to first, not in time. Nico flagged down that ball behind the bag at second. He's playing shortstop tonight, remember. He had to range well over to the right side of second on the outfield grass. Tough play, made it a close play, but it's an infield hit.
Probably the only chance he has to get an out is to throw to second base, but it's one of those plays he catches the ball and now his back is to the infield. So it's one of those where you really don't get to see the play develop in front of you. You're just catching the ball and reacting. He threw a bullet to first, but Nootbaar hustling and runs well, beat the throw.
Mason Wynn swings and misses. Wynn fly to the warning track in right his first time. Lights have been on since game time. Still some daylight, natural daylight here in Missouri. And now the 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2. What do you like here, Ron?
I think for Colin Ray, it's the same pitch he threw to Herrera. I think if you go either that two-seamer that comes back to the outside corner or you spin the slider away, that to me has been a very good pitch for him tonight. I'm looking for a ground ball from Wynn. Wynn runs well. He's going to be a tough guy to double up.
Here comes the 0-2 from Colin Ray. Swinging a foul back.
Went with the slider, and I thought he had him. Wynn just got a piece of it.
Burleson, the runner, at second. Nootbaar at first. This is the second time the Cardinals have had 2 men on in the game. They trail 7-0. And the 0-2 pitch popped up foul, right side, drifting out of play.
Slider, then a changeup on 0-2. Might be time to run that fastball back inside.
He'll be right back out here again tomorrow night. Matthew Boyd and Dustin May. That's the matchup tomorrow night, 6:45 start. Thursday, a day game, Shota Imanaga against Andre Palante. Now the 0-2. Fastball just a little bit high. Hammery, the home plate umpire, has the habit of looking like he's calling the pitch a strike sometimes, but he's not. Here's a line drive over a leaping Bush, base hit to right. This will load the bags with one away. Opposite field single for Mason Wynn, and this is the best scoring chance the Cardinals have had all game long.
Got to go with the little inside fastball here and Wynn. This ball beats him, but he inside outs it and hits a kind of a soft line drive over Michael's head at first. And that'll bring out Tommy Hotovy. Just kind of slow things down here a little bit and get a little scouting report on Church. He singled in his first at bat. If you remember, it was a changeup down and away, and he went with it and hit a line drive base hit to Conforto and left.
So a big huddle on the mound. We're giving you the pitching matchups for the rest of this series. Keep in mind now, the Friday opener in Chicago against the Yankees is a day game starting at 1:20. So the Cubs will have a quick turnaround. It's a day game here on Thursday. We'll immediately fly home, of course. And that day game will be waiting for us at the ballpark. Neither team has announced their starters. And another programming note I wanted to remind you of, the Saturday game is a 6:15 start. Very odd for a Saturday game at Wrigley to start at 6:15, but it's a national television game. All right, ready for the resumption of play. Nathan Church, the batter. Bases loaded. Swinging a drive foul off to the left out of play.
Yeah, day, night, day, right? So the game's in Chicago, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. And then the Dodgers come calling on Monday. Quite a stretch. Here's the 0-1. Fastball is high.
Yeah, Cubs schedule doing them no favors, and every team goes through this. They're on a stretch in the middle of it right now. We're playing 17 straight games without an off day.
And now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. What are you thinking? Run on 1 and 2.
Well, I think Church does a very good job of handling the ball away. I like the up and in pitch. Whatever you throw, maybe you throw that lane changer inside and stay in on him. I don't like something soft away from him in the strike zone and he get the barrel on it. Looks like he's trying to hit the ball the other way.
Here comes the stretch and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop fly. More of a pop fly. It's a fly ball into shallow right center. It's going to be caught by Suzuki. A run will score, but that's a big second out in the inning, and the other runners hold at first and second. Scoring on the play is Burleson. RBI for Church, number 31. But now there are 2 down with men at first and second, and the Cubs still lead 7-1.
That little breaking ball, that looked like a slider to me from Colin Ray, and probably got a little more of the plate than he would have liked, but he gets the routine, somewhat deep fly out to Suzuki, and now you get a ground ball here. You get out of the inning with only 1 run.
Fermin flied to left in his first plate appearance. And he'll poke one foul off to the right. of the great rivalries and one of the oldest rivalries we are watching here. Cubs and Cardinals dating all the way back to 1892. And the 0-1. That just missed the outside edge. 1-1. Right-hander to right-hander as Ray works on Fermin. A liner toward left, but right there is Conforto to make the catch to end the inning. Cardinals get a run, leave 2. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. After 4, Cubs 7, Cardinals 1. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, it's Pat Hughes. If you're
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the 9th, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete.
Speaking in Holmes, talk Cubs baseball on Chicago Sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. We're in the top half of the 5th inning here in St. Louis, game 2 of a 4-game set. Cubs up 7-1. Nico Hoerner, Michael Conforto, and Carson Kelly due up for the Cubs in their half of the 5th inning. The sun has begun to set here in St. Louis. The lights taking more and more of an effect. Nico with a 2-run single in a 5-run second inning. Righty-righty matchup against Gordon Graceffo, who sets chest high, works his motion and deals, and Nico looks at a ball low and inside. 1-0 the count. Hoerner entered play, Coom, hitting better than 400 over his last 10 games. He has been locked in. The 1-0 delivery by Graceffo is up high, 2-0.
I just see him, he's spraying the ball around the field. He's hitting line drives all over the place. And, homer to left, line drive to right, and a couple balls in today's game down the right field line. One that dropped in fair, one that was just foul. When he starts spraying the ball like that, good things are going to happen.
Nico looks at ball 3. That was a sinking fastball that missed. Hoerner hitting out of a crouch, just a tick of an open stance. He waits for the 3-0. Here it comes. That's a called strike. Fastball clocked at 95 miles per hour, 3-1.
Last heater right in the inside corner. See if he looks for that ball inside. I would assume with all the balls he's hit the other way, they'll come back in again. See if he gets something to turn on.
Graceffo deals the 3-1. Called strike. That was a slider that spun into the zone, 3-2.
Well, that was inside also. Inside breaking ball, inside fastball.
Think he's still looking fastball here?
I would. I'd look for something hard, but I think they're going to stay inside against them. I really do.
Now the payoff pitch. That one is in the dirt for ball 4, and Nico heads to first base.
Good at bat for Nico here in this top of the fifth inning to get the inning started. Cubs with 2 in the first and 5 in the second. Then in the third and fourth innings, Cephal's come in and kind of quieted the game back down for St. Louis. Be nice to see the Cubs get a few more points on the board with the leadoff guy on here in this inning. And now we may have a pitching change right here. Cephal's has been in the game for a little bit. 38 pitches in the ballgame.
Yeah, Oliver Marmol, the Cardinals manager, making a slow walk out to the mound. The rest of the infield joins in. And I think you're right. This is going to be all for Graceffo as the manager asks for the baseball, gets it. And we're going to have a pitching change here in St. Louis. Top of the fifth inning. A man at first in Nico Horner. Michael Conforto due up. Cubs leading 7-1. All opponent pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Let's take a break. This is The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Chicago sports fans, it's Ron Coomer. Summer baseball is in full swing, and it's the perfect time to enjoy your outdoor space. TimberTech decking is engineered with advanced innovation and resilient design to stand up to sun, rain, and years of gathering. You get the beauty of wood without sanding, staining, or splinters. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at TimberTech.com. TimberTech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Walks of Cubs Matters are sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Speeding in a work zone is like arguing with the ump. A no-win. Mind the signs, avoid the fines. 29-year-old left-hander Justin Brule is the new man on the mound for St. Louis. 45 games this season, a 3.83 ERA. The left-handed batting Michael Conforto digging in. We're in the top of the fifth, 7-1 Cubs, no one out. Nico Horner at first, being held on by Burleson. Brule sets, belt tie, Nico jumping off the bag, now the pitch. And it's a curveball that spins into the zone for strike, 0-1. Conforto is 1 for 2. A single in the second inning. Hitting at .241 on the year. Brule deals. Conforto swings and misses at a sweeper, 0-2. Michael McGreevy started for St. Louis. It did not go well. An inning and 2/3, 7 runs on 8 hits. As the Cubs jumped on him early.
Their game plan going in against McGreevy was very good, and they, forced him to throw the ball over. And when they did, they banged the ball around the field.
Horner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. No throw to second. 1 away. A stolen base for Nico. That's his 15th of the year.
And stolen bases for the Cubs. They're sponsored by Atturo. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe at Atturo Tires. Find yours at Atturo.com. Great jump by Nico with the left-hander on the mound. He got a great jump in, as you said, Z, no throw.
7-1 Cubs. 1 away. Carson Kelly at the plate, and he looks at a changeup way outside, 1-0.
It's one of those ball games. You got a 7-1 lead. You're in the fifth, but you still got to play the game. The last thing you want to do is have something like last night come up where, you had a big lead, and then they chip away, and then you bring the tying run to the plate.
The next pitch to Kelly is off the outside, a sinking fastball, 2-0. Cubs have been averaging more than 6.5 runs per game on this road trip. This is game number 5 of the trip, the 2-0. Kelly pulls one on the ground, foul off to the left, 2-1.
Well, and I think going back to the Pittsburgh series too, Z, and you and I were talking about this earlier today, that it's up and down the lineup. You had a great interview, or there was a great interview on your pregame show with Bregman in talking about what he's doing. Dansby has been, a big contributor in the Pittsburgh series.
Kelly swings, and it's a high fly ball. Medium range left, angling toward left center now is Nootbaar. He's under it and makes the catch, 2 away.
Pete had a huge series in Pittsburgh. And Nico yesterday with 4 hits, and now a hit, a walk, and 2 RBIs today and a stolen base. So you start looking up and down the lineup. Seiya today, he's got 2 hits, a single, a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. So, Happer's got 2 RBIs today. When you start seeing production up and down the lineup, this team's going to be tough to beat.
Here's a guy who's been producing in limited action, Pedro Ramirez. He's at the plate, switch hitter batting from the right side. Brule delivers, and Ramirez looks at a ball, a sinker that missed.
Hammery gave you the right hand deke, didn't he?
I had to pause. I wasn't sure. Right off the outside. He did raise that right arm slightly. That's why I paused. Here's the 1-0 by Brule. Way outside, gets past the catcher, Crooks all the way to the backstop. And taking third on the wild pitch is Nico Hoerner.
A little looked like an off-speed pitch. It just kind of squirted out of Brule's hand and all the way to the backstop. Coming to you live all season long from the win from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. If I can get that out, that'd be good.
As our good friend likes to say, these are live broadcasts.
Yeah, tongue-tied, and it won.
Now the 2-0. Ramirez takes a strike, sinker, 2-1.
For a radio guy, being tongue-tied is not good.
No.
It makes it tough to make a living, so you try not to have that happen too often.
But the buzzword that you always hear is content, and it gives us plenty to talk about. Here's the 2-1. Ramirez chops it foul off to the left. 2-2 the count on Pedro. And we've all been there, so it's not just you.
Oh yeah, I'll be there again before the game's over. I can promise you that. Yeah. There's no doubt.
And I'll be there right next to you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's part of the charm of Cubs radio.
Yes. We're authentic.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hoerner at third, 2 away. The 2-2 inside to Ramirez. He has to jump out of the way. 3-2 the count. Cubs 3-1 so far on this trip. They're up 7-1 tonight here with 2 away in the 5th. The pitch. Ramirez pulls one deep down the left field line, but hooking way foul out of play. That was a sweeper, and Ramirez pulled it hard. Count remains 3-2.
Yeah, I'd like to get that pitch over, that's for sure. He got a hanging, what they wanted, a backdoor hook, and it ends up coming back to the middle of the zone, but Ramirez out in front just pulled the trigger a little early and hooked it way foul.
The 3-2. Chopper, left side, charging, fielding, barehanded. Fermin, throw to first, not in time. RBI infield single for Pedro Ramirez as Hoerner scores, and the Cubs extend the lead 8-1 now over the Cardinals here in the 5th.
Now this is another ball that Ramirez hits. It's another chopper that he beats out, the second infield hit of the game. Tell you what, Fermin makes a really nice play on this chopper. He barehands this ball about waist high, makes a throw, but Ramirez, who we talked about, runs well, drives in that 8th run.
Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate, an awkward half swing and a miss. And a sinker from Brule. The count is 0-1. PCA is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. 8-1 Cubs here with 2 down in the top of the 5th. Pedro Ramirez at first base. Lefty-lefty matchup. Brule delivers. And Crow Armstrong with another half swing. Did he go around? Yeah, he did on appeal, says Clint Vondrak at third base. So PCA in the hole 0-2. And based on Pete's body language, I don't think he agreed with that call.
No, it wasn't even close. He swung, and then he raised both hands up at Vondrak, and Vondrak gave him the old don't do it.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah.
We have this saying here about arguing with the ump, right?
Yeah.
The 0-2. That's low and outside. Sweeper that missed. So the count is 1-2 on Pete. Right, the saying is speeding in the work zone is like arguing with the ump. A no-win. Mind the signs, avoid the fines. Ramirez goes the pitch. Low and outside. No throw to second. Stolen base for Pedro. 2-2 the count on Crow Armstrong.
Second stolen base of the inning for the Cubs. And Cubs steals are powered by a Turo tire. That was hometown tire, and the Cubs are lightening up on the bases here against Pearl.
Fourth steal for Ramirez. The pitch. Cold. Strike three. Sinking fastball outside edge. And Crow Armstrong's going to challenge.
Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, and we'll see what this pitch is.
Yep, it's a strike that clipped the outside edge to him right near the bottom of the zone. Strike three. That ends the frame. And the Cubs lose a challenge, but the Cubs add a run on the infield RBI single by Ramirez. 8-1 Cubs, middle five on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the ninth, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm so honored to ride with these guys. They inspire me with how resilient they've been. But to get this call, be part of this, I know how blessed I am. I can't thank these guys enough.
That's Bruce Bochy, after he managed the Texas Rangers in their first World Series title in team history. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is seeing eye single. Do you know what it means? Seeing eye single.
In Avenue, Chicago.
After the Cubs-Cardinals game on Sunday, August 16th, join 93 XRT personalities, the Lindberghers, and a special guest at Metro just up the street from Wrigley Field for Hometown Celebration, a benefit for the Lynn Bramer Scholars Fund. Get tickets today at metrochicago.com. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Bottom five here in St. Louis. Cubs with an 8-1 lead over the Cardinals. Jimmy Crooks will lead things off for St. Louis, the number 9 hitter. Left-handed hitting catcher against the right-hander Colin Ray, who works on the first base side of the rubber. The kick and pitch. That one's inside for ball one. Crooks flat out to deep center field his first time up. The pitch. Called strike. Another fastball from Ray. 1-1 the count. With the defensive alignment the Cubs are currently employing on the infield, they vacated the third base position. Bregman playing where shortstop normally would, deep in the hole, and Horner, the shortstop, up the middle to the left of the second base bag. And on the right side, they're playing Crooks to pull. Here's the pitch. Pop fly, shallow right, racing in Suzuki. Now he's under it and makes the catch, angling toward the line. One away, the first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
A good pitch by Ray. Got in on Crooks' hands. Cubs, as you were saying, were playing him around the pull on the ground, but they were playing him the other way in the outfield. And Colin made a really good pitch and broke his bat.
J.J. Weatherholt now at the plate, left-handed batter. The pitch, outside, 1-0. The defensive alignment now a little different with Weatherholt at the plate. Bregman playing in wide of third. The pitch. Called strike, slow-moving breaking ball that floats into the zone, 1-1.
Yeah, with Weatherholt at the plate every at-bat, he plays in on right at the edge of the grass just to take the bunt away from him.
8-1 Cubs, the 1-1. Weatherholt looks at strike 2, a changeup. 1-2 the count.
Well, you'd love to see Colin get through this inning quickly. He's at 73 pitches in the ball game, and be able to get into that 6th inning for the Cubs.
The next pitch misses. Sweeper from Ray. 2-2. Just a little low. Ray sets bell tie. The kick and pitch. Check swing at a pitch low on appeal. No swing, says Clint Vondrak at third. Another changeup from Ray, so it's a full count with Weatherholt at the plate.
Close. Weatherholt did not swing. I thought it was a good call. Vondrak got that one right for sure.
The payoff pitch. A bouncing ball fair past third. This will roll all the way to the side track in the corner. It's picked up by Conforto, who quickly gets it back to the infield to hold Weatherholt to a single.
Well, behind the count, Weatherholt does a very nice job of not trying to hook this ball, just shooting it the other way. And hits it just inside the bag. Ian, one of the best defensive left fielders at going down that line and getting the ball in. He played so much infield as a younger player. He gets that ball and then gets rid of it, as we saw yesterday, and very accurate with the throws.
Jordan Walker at the plate, and he pops one up. Shallow right. Coming in, Suzuki. Under it, makes the catch. 2 away.
But Ian does a very good job on that ball down the line, no matter what it does, and no matter what ballpark. Now for Ray, this 5th inning, you get 2 outs. You got Burleson at the plate. You got to keep him in the ballpark. He has flown out deep to center once.
Weatherholt with good speed at first, being held on by Bush. 8-1 Cubs with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Ray delivers, and Burleson swings, and it's a fly ball deep left in the corner. Conforto under it, right near the track, makes the catch for out number 3. And Weatherholt stranded on the bases. We head to inning number 6. Cubs with an 8-1 lead over the Cardinals. On the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
From the warehouse to...
I started Ornata in 2013, and we make bike apparel. The best part of Shopify for me is our ability to run the business as essentially non-technical people. We're able to admin everything on the back end, front end, and sell things online easily. If Shopify were a bike accessory, I think it would actually be the bicycle. It's the thing that you do the thing on. We run the business on Shopify.
Start your free trial on shopify.com.
Elevate your living space with IKEA. Bringing your dream home to life is closer and easier than ever. Find inspiration as you shop in-store or order online with our easy and convenient IKEA pickup points. Ready for a refresh? Book a free appointment with an IKEA planner to design your ultimate dream space. Whether you're upgrading a single room or planning a total remodel, IKEA is right around the corner. IKEA in LA and OC. Dream the possibilities.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I was in 3 great situations with great coaches, great people around, been taught, and I believe the way to accept this tremendous honor is as a representative of all those mentors, coaches, and members of the Chicago White Sox, the Oakland A's, and St. Louis Cardinals. Thank you.
That's Tony La Russa during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go.
FordPark.com.
8-1 Cubs, top of the 6th inning. Let's see what's on tap here. In the 6th, sponsored by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Cubs with 8 runs so far in the ballgame, partner. That's pretty good. 10 hits in the first half of this game.
And they started very early, Ron. 2 in the first. Clutch 2-out, 2-run double by Ian Happ in the first inning. That remains one of the key at-bats in the game. And then a big 5-run rally in the second. And before the Cardinals really even caught their breath, they were down 7-0.
Yeah, a great start by the Cubs once again today.
Seiya Suzuki leads off the Cubs' 6th inning. Cubs on top 8-1. The left-hander Brewell delivers low and outside. Am I pronouncing that name properly? It's Bruihl. Brewell. Here comes the 2-0 from the lefty. And it's in there for a strike, 2-1. Cubs trying to even up the season series with St. Louis. This is game number 8. And trying to stay hot. Cubs trying to get to 15 above. Low and outside a changeup, and the count now 3-1.
Suzuki's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 3. Singled and hit a bullet double on the left field line. See if he gets something to hit here on 3-1.
Here comes the pitch. Chopped foul, and that was fouled right off of Suzuki's left leg or ankle. He bounced around. I think he's okay, but it bothered him there for a second or two. Right down off his foot.
Yeah, he had a big swing. Got a pretty good pitch to hit. I think it was an off-speed pitch, but hooked it right into his front foot.
We're going to have the attendance figure here for you very, very shortly. I think they just announced it.
Yep, they announced 29,097. Suzuki still taking some time. That one took a good bite out of his leg, and he fouled that ball off his left foot.
Still a warm night here in St. Louis. Temperature in the mid-80s. And the payoff pitch on the way to Seiya. Suzuki takes strike 3 call. Is he going to challenge it? Nope. But he might challenge that pitch near the inside corner. As we watch it again, it looked pretty good.
It was borderline pitch. Hit the inside corner. Suzuki very seldom, if you notice, challenges pitches. Very, very seldom.
One away. Here's Michael Busch. Busch had a single to drive in a run back in the second. He hits a chopper over the mound, charging. The shortstop Wynn near second. Gloves, throws to first to get him. And that's out number 2. Two away.
Sorry, Pat. On that little chopper, there's, different ways that shortstops make these plays on these choppers when they come in. Most guys would have played that ball and kept running and thrown that ball on the run. And it makes it a routine play. Wynn got to that ball, planted his feet, caught the ball like a routine ground ball, which it was not. But because he's got such a great arm, he relies more on his arm than the footwork, catches it, and throws a bullet. So there's different ways of making plays in the infield, but you got to make plays.
Well, I've heard you say that and many other knowledgeable baseball people over the years. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Backdoor curve is in there for a strike. Because you play every day, and there are lots of plays every day.
Yeah, and he is an impressive shortstop. There's no doubt.
Seeing 2 of the best in this series with Dansby Swanson on one side and Mason Wynn on the other. Here's a line drive, base hit to left for Alex Bregman. And he has his 3rd hit of the game. That's an encore after his 4-hit game last night. Good to see him heating up.
Boy, absolutely. All that work he's putting in and making changes and trying to make adjustments and, hitting some balls the other way now, driving the ball to right center. There's a difference in trying to just we used to joke about just kind of filleting the ball the other way or hitting it the other way. He drove one out of the ballpark yesterday, drove a double to right center. Now this is a bullet to left. Boy, would that be something if he could heat up and hit the way he has been capable of in his career. Would that help the Cubs really take off in this last couple months of the season?
7 hits in the first 2 games for Alex Bregman. That's a hot hitter right now. And I'm looking at it run. The 7 hits broken down like this. A homer, 3 doubles, 3 singles.
Yeah.
It's a nice little mix.
Absolutely.
And that's really him, I think.
I would agree.
You don't want him trying to hit homers every single time. He's a very good contact hitter. The occasional double, occasional home run. 2-1 on Ian Happ. Ian with a 2-run double in the first. That remains one of the biggest hits of the game by anybody. It started the scoring and gave the Cubs some early momentum. Now the 2-1 from the lefty, and Happ will look at a strike.
Well, it's one of those hits that is just crushing to the opposing team. You get 2 men on, second and third, and you got 2 outs, and you want to get out of that inning unscathed, and then a guy drives one and hits a double. And the Cubs were off and running from there.
Happ chops it foul. He's batting right-handed in this spot against the left-hander Brule. Cubs out hitting St. Louis 11-4. They out-hit them 14-7 last night. Cub fans enjoying the action. There are quite a few of them, Ron. I see lots of blue shirts and hats down that left field line. The Cubs occupy the third base dugout. Some out in the bleachers. I see some Cubby blue there also. Now the 2-2. Fouled away by Happ. We're going to take a look at a little baseball history as we move along. Sixth inning, Cubs with an 8-1 lead. And the left-hander Brule ready to go to work. He's 2-2 on Happ. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and it ends the inning. No argument by Happ. Cubs leave 1 after getting 1 hit in the inning. Middle of the 6th, Cubs 8, Cardinals 1 on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Retirement isn't the time to guess. You've worked hard to build your savings. Now learn strategies that can help you protect, grow, and create income from what you've earned. Join us at our local academy, yes, right here near you, for a free educational class focused on retirement strategies. Because confidence in retirement doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 now. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
2-1 pitch. He swings. Deep drive. Left field. That ball's going. It ain't coming back. The Rockies have won it in 14 innings. A 3-run home run by Dante Bichette, and the Rockies in the bottom of the 14th have won this ball game 11-8.
Listen to the game's next unforgettable call right here on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, you know, my family, my wife, my kids, parents.
Ivan Herrera is on deck. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Bottom of the 6th inning, Colin Ray pitching effectively again. He has gone the distance. He has given up just 1 run in the game. It was a sacrifice fly by Nathan Church back in the 4th. He's allowed a total of just 4 hits. Cubs lead 8-1. Ray working on Herrera. Ivan Herrera will take ball 1. Herrera has flied to center and struck out. We're going to take a look at some baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Strike called, 1-1. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. See what's happened on July 28 down through the baseball years. I was looking at this earlier. There's a line drive softly to Bush on one hop. At first, he will grab it and take it to the bag. That's out number 1. 3 unassisted. Herrera retired. Here's Lars Nootbaar.
Good start to the 6th inning for Colin Ray. What's happened on this
1968, that's when the Cubs started to surge and play better and become a factor in the National League race. A crowd of 42,000, the largest at Wrigley in 20 years, saw the Cubs pull over the 500 mark with 8-3 and 1-0 victories over the Dodgers behind Joe Niekro and Kenny Holtzman.
Joe Niekro. I did not know that. I did not realize he pitched for the Cubs.
Briefly, yeah. The late Joe Niekro. He also threw knuckleballs like his brother Phil.
Yeah.
1977, a wild game between the Cubs and Reds at Wrigley. How about a 13-inning game finishing Cubs 16, Cincinnati 15?
What year was that?
1977.
Okay, yeah.
You'd have been 11 years old. That would have been right in your wheelhouse.
Absolutely.
Being a big Cub fan.
Cubs in the Big Red Machine. That was the Kingman era.
Oh, yeah.
Conger, he had to hit some blasts in that game, I'm sure.
Johnny Bench probably did. Tony Perez probably did.
Now, the Cubs win that game, right?
It says the Cubs would win 16-15.
Right in the last inning, I believe.
A 13-inning game. It took 4 hours and 50 minutes to play.
Bonus baseball at its finest, partner.
Jack Brickhouse earned his money that day.
That was a big hey.
So did Vince Lloyd.
Yeah. Lou Boudreau.
The good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they earned their money that day. Said the Cubs overcame Cincinnati leads of 6-0 and 10-8. And never said die and came back to win on Dave Rosello's RBI single.
I was just going to say, one of the utility guys got a base hit in the 13th to win that game, if I recall right.
There were 6 home runs by the Cubs and 11 homers in one big league game that day. That's a lot of action.
I don't remember, but I'm just going to take a wild guess, say the wind was blown out that day.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put that down for future reference. I'm just going to put windy.
Yeah, windy. It's out of the south.
Oh, that's a definite. Here's a pitch down low for a ball. Now, here's one you don't hear about great players failing, but it happens. It's a tough game to play, and it's a game kind of built on failure as much as it is on success. Here's a foul off to the left. Oriole Brooks Robinson, generally considered the greatest third baseman who's ever played the game, a 16-time Gold Glove winner in one game, committed 3 errors on this date of 1971. So even Brooksy had bad days. Bouncer to first, fielded by Bush, shovels it to Colin Ray. Score that one 3-1. That's out number 2. Cubs lead 8-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And for the St. Louis Cardinals, Mason Wynn is coming up. Now here's one run. You might remember this one. 1991. Dennis Martinez of the Expos pitched a perfect game, defeating the Dodgers 2-0 at Dodger Stadium.
Dennis Martinez, kind of a difficult windup, hit the ball real well. Big leg kick, if you remember.
Yeah, right? I do.
Good fastball that ran in, and really good slider. Kind of slurvy like breaking ball.
Well, sure, I covered him make at least 4 or 5 starts in his career. Here comes the 0-1. And it's taken for a strike. And the count on Mason Wynn is 0-2. Now here's a good trivia question. The guy who was the catcher for Dennis Martinez in the perfect game is the only catcher to ever catch 2 perfect games in the big leagues. Name him, and if you can possibly name the other pitcher with whom he collaborated on a perfecto. We'll get this in a minute. We'll think about it. Strike 3 as Mason Wynn is out on strikes. We go to inning number 7. Cubs looking good, leading 8-1 over the Cardinals. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is nubber. Do you know what it means? Nubber. A batted ball hit off the end of the bat that does not travel very far.
Little nubber wide of first. Bergman fields, flips to Morris in time, and we got it going now.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
None of this would be possible without unbelievable teammates over the years, coaches, and managers. To all of them, I'm thankful. They've been great teachers for me. I hope I've left something for them.
That's Don Mattingly, after his number 23 was retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Looks to the plate. Here's the pitch, and the runners goes. That is a pop-up to the right side. Yastrzemski calling for it. This could be it. Yastrzemski makes the catch. And the Red Sox have held on and defeated the Cincinnati Reds to even this 1975 World Series at 2 games apiece. As the Red Sox dugout mobs Louis Tion.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Top of the 7th inning here in St. Louis. Cubs up 8-1 over the Cardinals. The 7th inning is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Pat?
All right, Zach. Nico Hoerner will lead off the inning. Nico with a productive night again. A 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. And the first offering by the new pitcher, we'll get his name in a minute. Pop up down the right field line, running over and making the catch is Walker. I'm seeing the spelling of the pitcher on the board. I'm going to call him Smith, and then we'll get the real pronunciation a bit later on. Zach is bringing down some information regarding phonetics, and it looks like Strzelecki. Now, Zach, without looking, can you spell his name?
Ooh. I don't know. Strzelecki.
Very good. And I'll trust you to not be looking anywhere while you were doing that. Oh, Ron is doubting it. That was definitely a beep of doubt. I recognize that beep of doubt.
Absolutely.
No, we trust Zach.
This is his major league debut, and he got the first hitter out.
I thought you were talking about Zach for a minute. Here's a pitch outside. That's not the case. Now, Zach, you're going to be missing a game or 2 or 3 here soon coming up. You're going to be doing a little play-by-play of basketball for the Chicago Sky. Here's a ground ball base hit into right field. Conforto collecting a single. With 1 away here in the 7th inning, Cubs lead 8-1.
Yeah, Thursday night, the Sky playing its first game following the WNBA All-Star break, hosting the Connecticut Sun at Wintrust Arena in the South Loop. So, yeah, I'll be there. The game will be on 104.3 The Score in Chicago.
Very nice.
Now, Carson Kelly batting against the right-hander Strzelecki, and the first pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Let's get back to the trivia question, Ron. Have you given this some thought? Now, Dennis Martinez pitched a perfect game on this date, July 28, 1991. His catcher is the only catcher to ever catch 2 perfect games in the big leagues. Would it give you a clue if I...
How about Ron Hassey?
Very good. Very good. Ron Hassey is the answer. Do you know who the other pitcher was that he caught for a perfecto?
I do not.
It would have been a Cleveland pitcher. Does that give you a clue? Think of a dog making noise.
Oh, Barker.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Len Barker.
Len Barker.
Pitched a perfect game. May 15, 1981, when Barker of the Indians.
Coondog can get them Barker questions.
Coondog. Bounce to third. The throw to second for one, over to first, and that's going to be in time for a double play.
Double play.
Carson Kelly grounds into a double play. The Cubs might challenge. The call on the back end. Is Craig Counsell going to challenge? And nope. It's going to be a double play, and that ends the inning. So Ron Hasse is the answer. He caught Dennis Martinez's perfect game on this date, July 28, 1991, and on May 15, 1981, when Indian pitcher Len Barker pitched a no-no against Toronto. Cubs don't score. On to the bottom of the seventh inning. Cubs 8, Cardinals 1. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Pat. Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Elevate your living space with IKEA. Bringing your dream home to life is closer and easier than ever. Find inspiration as you shop in store or order online with our easy and convenient IKEA pickup points. Ready for a refresh? Book a free appointment with an IKEA planner to design your ultimate dream space. Whether you're upgrading a single room or planning a total remodel, IKEA is right around the corner. IKEA in LA and OC. Dream the possibilities.
Every championship team has a strategy, shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go.
A reminder, all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Back.
Justin Dean is the new Cub left fielder. Ian Happ gets the last few innings off. And the new Cub right-hander on the mound, Tyler Ferguson. Cubs pitching changes. Those are brought to you by an excellent sponsor. Here is the pitch fouled away.
How about James Hardy? Yeah, they are an excellent sponsor.
One thing at a time.
Still reeling from the Barker thing, aren't you?
I'm thinking about pitching changes. And Barker barking. And all right, Nathan Church, the batter. And the name Church will certainly subdue our frivolity here in the booth. I'm sure we'll be very serious now. Or not. Church waiting, and he will take outside. But pitching changes by the Cubs. Brought to you by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. And the right-hander Ferguson comes back to the plate. This ball is fouled away. Cubs enjoying an 8-1 lead. And let's see, a quality start, you bet. Terrific quality start by Colin Ray. And Ron, you were talking about what a valuable guy, kind of an unsung hero Colin Ray has been these last couple of years. And he turned in a gem tonight And he's in a spot to be the winning pitcher, and he pitched great ball on the road against your arch rival. What more could you ask for?
That's exactly right. You got six innings. 6 innings. He gives up 1 run and 4 hits. So back-to-back outings by Cubs starters that were outstanding.
Schertz hits a fly ball to right, deep but playable for Suzuki, backpedaling to the track to haul it in. And that is out number 1. Let's pause 10 for stations to identify themselves. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs on Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, middays 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score. This is the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1, Chicago.
Jose Fermi in the batter. He will take a strike. Tried to check his swing, couldn't do it.
How we doing, partner?
Just fine. Just fine. Just thinking how lonely that is when you're due to read a commercial and you cannot find the right copy to read, and you're kind of fumbling and bumbling, and you're buying time is what you're doing, and sounding foolish.
Oh,
Here's
no. Hey.
Oh, yes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Taken outside for a ball. And the count is 1-2.
We would never sound like that in the Cubs booth.
Cubs trying to push the Cardinals under 500. Soft line drive to second, caught by Ramirez. And that's the second out in the inning.
We got to be very serious in the booth now. I got 2 of my high school buddies in the booth from Lockport, so they're very serious guys. You're in the wrong booth then, guys. They've known me since I was about 13. They know better.
Oh, I bet they got some stories to tell.
Yeah, I got them on them too, so we're good.
Crooks the batter. Crooks will swing away and foul it away. I always wonder about the origin of names and how families were handed a certain name. I'm almost afraid to ask about Crooks. I wonder how much pride the person would tell you in revealing the nature and the history of that name. Just a thought. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from the right-hander, and Crooks takes outside for a ball.
Do you want the real answer?
Yeah,
I'll say yes.
Yeah, so the surname Crooks primarily originates from England and Scotland. It's derived from the Old Norse crook, K-R-O-K-R, meaning hook or bend.
Bouncer to second. Ramirez feeds Ferguson on the bag for the out. No challenge. Inning over. 1-2-3. We will get more of this name Crooks from Zach when we come back, so that'll hold our audience. We go to inning number 8. It's the Cubs leading by a score of 8-1. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I got a text early this morning from Susan Waldman. She said, "Enjoy your day." And I texted back, "It feels like the World Series all over again."
That's Joe Torre, after having his number 6 retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop. A ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and then takes a high hop.
Baltimore chop. Right side low. Race to the bag. Not in time.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
He is ready for the 2-2 to Woodson, and here it comes. And it is swung out and missed. And Tom Browning has pitched a perfect game. 27 outs in a row, and he is being mobbed by his teammates just to the third base side of the mound. A perfect game thrown by Tom Browning.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, they've got the season covered. Visit MLB.com/Cubs, the official source for your Chicago Cubs gear. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Pedro Ramirez first up here in the 7th inning. The number 9 hitter with an RBI single back in the 5th. Cubs built up a nice, comfortable 7-0 lead after an inning and a half. Here's a drive deep into right. That's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. Ramirez pulling one hard with authority. That ball got to the outfield wall in a hurry, jumped over the fence and bounced back onto the field, but it left the field of play. It's a ground rule double.
And you talk about Cubs that are having very good days. How about Ramirez?
Yes, sir.
That's his 3rd hit of the ball game. He's drove in a run. He stole a base and now a double. So 3 hits, stolen base. Very good day. He's making the most of his opportunity whenever he gets a chance to play.
Cardinals have made some changes. Pete Crow Armstrong batting, takes outside. Pete would like to get himself a knock. He was 0 for 3 yesterday. He did have a sac fly tonight, but still looking for his first hit in the series. Blaze Jordan is playing at first. Pete pulls one foul toward the first base dugout. Brian Torres is playing second base. And Nelson Velasquez is in right field. So both managers going to their benches and resting some of their regular guys. Chopper foul by Pete, right side. Again, Torres at second. Blaze Jordan at first.
Tough play of the game today. They were sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. Cubs made some very good defensive plays today.
Pete Crow Armstrong pulls another one into the Cardinal dugout. I saw some guys ducking for cover.
Slider down and in, and he hooked it right into their dugout. Catch of the game, sponsored by Catch Des Moines. The Iowa State Fair is back August 13th through the 23rd. Catch Fair Spirit and plan your trip at the iowastatefair.org. You got a catch of the game. Pete made a really nice catch in left center field right up against the wall.
That could be the one.
Early in the ball game. That was a great play.
Pete Crow Armstrong will take strike 3 call. Well, it looked like it backed up, kind of like a screwball action. And that's going to be out number 1. A man at second, that's Ramirez. 8th inning, Cubs 8, Cardinals 1, and the batter is Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, that pitch quite a bit up above the zone. Pete did not challenge. Ended up being strike 3.
Going to see how we did on the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The actual figure, we were all a little bit thin with our guesses. Surprisingly, they've announced 29,097 as the actual attendance tonight.
2997? Yeah, that's a little more than we thought.
I don't think there were actually that many people in the yard, just saying. But Zach was the closest in terms of guessing. 25,500. Zach is the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Swing and a foul back by Suzuki. Only halfway through a lengthy 4-game series, but boy, when you win the first 2 as the visiting team, it's not nearly as lengthy. Cubs have a chance to guarantee at least a split if they can hang on to this lead, and it looks like they will. A base hit to center. Rounding third and heading home is Ramirez, and he scores standing up, and the Cubs now lead 9-1. Seiya Suzuki with his second RBI of the game and his 60th of the year.
Yeah, another guy having a big day for the Cubs. Suzuki, third hit of the ball game, 2 singles and a double. And he's driven in 2 runs. So, as you look at the lineup card, boy, up and down the lineup, everybody contributing in this ball game.
Michael Busch will look at a ball in the strike zone, kind of a delayed call. It's a strike. Michael 1 for 4, drove in a run with a second inning single. Cubs on top 9-1. Busch will lay off some high heat. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game. That is brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking, and it's named by Ron Coomer, and we'll do that soon. The Benny's Beverage Depot toast of the game ball player. Low and inside for a ball. 2-1.
There are a lot of candidates tonight, isn't there? You look at your lineup card today.
Yes, sir. Pitchers, hitters, you name it.
Suzuki 3 hits. Bushy a hit. Bregman 3 hits. Happer with a walk and a double with 2 RBIs.
Colin Ray was pretty good. Here's a swing and a fly ball to center. Deep. Back goes Church near the track. Lots of room out there. Makes the catch. And that's going to be the second out in the inning.
Nico, a couple RBIs, stole a base, scored a run. Conforto with a couple hits. Kelly, he's walked and scored a run. And Ramirez with 3 hits and an RBI and a double, scored a run. So everybody in this lineup has contributed to the 9 runs and 14 hits for the Cubs.
Alex Bregman having another prosperous evening. Followed up his 4 for 5 last night with a 3 for 4 this evening. 7 out of 9 in the series. How does that sound to a hitter, Ron?
Man. Like, can we just start tomorrow's game right now? Like right after? Let's just keep playing. We just play 18 straight innings. Let's just keep going. I'm on a roll. I'll tell you, but for the Cubs offense, though, Pat, the thing that's really standing out now, like instantly here in the last 4 or 5 days, the right-handed bats have come alive in this lineup. Suzuki 3 hits today, 2 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. Bregman, 4 hits yesterday, 3 hits today. Nico 4 hits yesterday, a double, and 2 RBIs today. Yeah. And that gives you balance now in that Cubs lineup, and that's exactly what you need right now.
It's also encouraging to have a night where Pete Armstrong does not have a base hit, and yet you've scored 9 runs on 14 hits as a team.
Yep.
I don't think any hitter ever likes to feel like he has to come through in order for your team to score runs.
No, I would agree. Pete did contribute in the second inning with a sacrifice fly. Made a great catch in center, but you're right. It's been everybody, up and down the lineup. It has been very good tonight.
Cubs lead by 8, inning number 8. Fastball just outside to Alex Bregman. Zach is preparing his program for you, the post-game show. Stay tuned for the Old National Bank Cubs radio post-game show, the official bank of the Cubs radio network. And the 3-2, swinging a big chop to the left side, gloved by the shortstop. Wynn, what a good arm he has. He fires to first in time. Bregman is retired, and so are the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals 1. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the 9th, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I want to thank the many living legends sitting behind me. I'm humbled and honored to be standing in front of you and now to be part of this fraternity alongside you.
That's Fred McGriff during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Excellent fastball, a good hard slider. The 2-0 pitch. High fly ball, deep right center. Reggie Jackson and glaring pursuit.
Or federally insured by NCUA.
The out-of-town scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app, save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Bottom of the second inning in San Francisco. The Brewers and Giants are scoreless. Other games around the majors, Diamondbacks and Pirates tied at 7 now in the top half of the 11th inning in Pittsburgh. The Nationals all over the Blue Jays 8-3. Bottom half of the 7th inning in our nation's capital. Luis Garcia Jr. with a 2-run home run is 22nd. The Yankees lead the White Sox 3-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pat?
Andrew Wentz is going to make his Cubs debut. Big right-handed pitcher. Just activated before the game. And his first pitch whacked into right center. There's a base hit. Pete Armstrong cuts it off very nicely, holding the batter Church to a single. The Church a leadoff base hit. And it brings up Fermin. Blaze Jordan, the batter. And the pitch to Blaze bounced to third, gloved by Bregman. Go to second, there's one. Over to first, that's a double play.
Double play, 5-4-3.
2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of inning number 8. Cubs enjoying a 9-1 lead. Andrew Wentz is not making his major league debut. He has seen very limited duty in the big leagues with both Tampa and another team. Zach just told me it is escaping from me.
The Angels.
Zach, thank you. And the first pitch on the way to Nelson Velasquez is outside for ball 1.
And this 8th inning, sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Line drive, base hit to left, down the left field line. Over to pick it up is Justin Dean and get it back in.
Velasquez, he has done pretty well since getting called up, actually. He's an ex-Cub, and you could see him as a young player. He can hit. There's no doubt about that.
Justin Dean, I had to put his name over to the side because Michael Conforto was the original left fielder. So that area on my scorecard getting a little bit jammed, and as a result, I also put the name of our engineer, Michael Langston, in that same spot. And I almost said it was Michael Langston picking up that ball and throwing it back in.
Mike's got a lot of jobs around here in St. Louis. Just add another one to the list.
I just wanted to share that little tidbit. It would have been very surprising to Michael to hear his name in a game that he's not involved in.
Yeah.
But he'd be proud nonetheless. Here's a pitch fouled back. It's a story he would tell.
Yeah, he got to the big leagues, Michael. Attaboy. No. He was on the scoreboard earlier today doing a piece, a live hit on the scoreboard before the game. He's our engineer. He put together the scorecard today for the Cardinals.
Here's a liner down the left field line. Over is Justin Dean. Slides and makes a beautiful catch. That's a catch that Michael Langston would have been proud to make. Justin Dean, a sliding backhand catch down the left field line. And that's going to end the inning. Beautiful play. We go to inning number 9. Cubs 9, Cardinals 1. This is the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Matthew Boyd. Listen to Every Game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Okay. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Line to left center field. Souza moving over. Can he get there? He makes it down. He counts. He makes it down. He counts. He holds on. It's a no-hitter. It's a no-hitter for Jordan Zimmerman. What a play by Souza to end the game and clinch a no-hitter for Zimmerman. And it's a mob scene up the third base line.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to take a swing at Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing.
Getting set for the top of the 9th inning here in St. Louis. Cubs up 9-1. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Matt Swanson, a right-hander, is the new man on the mound for the Cardinals. Nice to see some of his teammates congratulate Justin Dean, a rookie who made an excellent play defensively to end the bottom 8th. Cubs out hitting the Redbirds 14-6 and leading 9-1. Interestingly, neither team has made an error in this game tonight, despite the ball being all over the field all night long. 20 hits. Ian Happ will take low and outside. I still say Happ's first inning double might be the biggest hit of the game, Ron. What do you think?
I would agree with you. Bregman doubled to make it second and third and 2 outs, and then Ian with the double to drive in 2 runs. I absolutely agree.
Swing and a miss. Sometimes that big play comes in the first inning. It can actually be the leadoff batter in a game. You never really know where the key at-bat is going to take place.
Well, that at bat, now if you recall, it was an 11-pitch at bat for Ian.
Right. Fouled away.
And that pushed Greavy up well over 30 pitches in the first inning. He was never the same then. He just really wasn't.
And he had a very rocky second inning.
Yep.
Cubs had a 7-0 lead after an inning and a half, and they've pretty much been coasting the rest of the way. Happ checks and takes low and inside. Did that one take a bite out of the home plate umpire, Adam Hammery?
Yep.
Thought I saw him flinch a little bit.
I think it was a foul tip off the bat of Ian into Hammery's right arm. That's not what you want to have happen in the 9th inning of a ball game.
No. You do take some foul tips as a home plate umpire. It's unavoidable. And not fun. 2-2 pitch fouled away. Spots. Well, he's not wearing any kind of a jacket, so his arms are bare arms behind the plate. There's going to be areas in your feet where you can get nailed as an umpire. Here's a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. You know, you got good padding. You got the mask. I'll tell you what, though, when you take a fastball, and I only did amateur ball, guys were maybe throwing 85 miles an hour, and the guy hits a foul tip right back to your mask, that's jarring.
Yeah, that'll.
You might say, well, he's got a mask, he's okay. No, that's not okay. You're seeing stars for about the next 10 minutes or so.
How's that strike zone get after that?
Wide. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Taken high for a ball. No, it's a hard job.
I couldn't agree more.
It was something I did as a young person, putting myself through college.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
Umpired baseball, refereed basketball, refereed some football. And now the 3-2. Popped up foul down the right field line, out of play. And I was trying to get my early broadcast career underway. I had done a game on television on, say, a Sunday night, and then I'm umpiring a baseball game the next day, and some of these kids had seen me on TV, and I made a call. They said, "Why don't you stick to broadcasting?" Okay, thank you. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes. So I took their advice.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
it worked.
I was going to say it's worked out pretty well.
So far.
Yeah.
In my young life, yes, it has so far.
Yeah. There's a plaque in Cooperstown that'll verify that for us.
Still seems a little bit surreal. But very thankful.
The kids saying that?
Sorry?
The kids saying that to you? Or you mean the plaque in Cooperstown?
Yeah, the whole experience. You were there, and you can verify it. Zach was there. Mitch Rosen was there. Fly ball deep center, back toward the wall is Church. Church falls and has to trap the ball. And running into second with an unusual-looking double is Ian Happ. Church went back. He went back too far and then slipped, I believe, Ron, on the warning track as he tried to come back in and trap the ball.
Yeah, he takes his eye off the ball and starts running back and then turns back around. So his back is entirely to the infield. And when he picks the ball back up, he's run too far. See, that's just being too fast, right? And he overran the ball, and that ball dropped. He was on the warning track, and the ball landed in the grass.
Did people accuse you of being too fast many times?
Not later in my career, I can promise you that.
But early in your career, you could fly?
I could run when I was a college kid. In college and younger, I could run.
The knees took their toll.
Yeah, I hurt my knee in college real bad, and that was the end of the running. Better hit.
His high school buddies in the back, by the way.
Yeah, they could vouch for me in that one.
Are saying that Coom was a speedster back in the day.
Time to slap a 20 on him, Ronnie.
For that one, it's 100.
Now the 0-1 to Horner. It's outside on.
Either that or I'm buying dinner tonight. I don't know which one it is.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Cubs lead 9-1. Top of the 9th inning. Happ at second. With nobody out, here's the pitch to Nico. 1-hop line drive to the shortstop, Wynn. Holding at second is Happ. The throw goes to first in time. And that's going to be the first out here in the 9th inning.
Little jam shot by Nico. Well, there's some guys, when they cut loose the ball, it just comes out of their hand different. And Wynn is one of those guys.
And he's not a real large man. Wynn is probably, 5'9"?
Yeah,
maybe?
5'10", yeah.
And kind of, slightly built. He's not a big guy, and all of a sudden he just rears back, and that ball is like it's shot out of a cannon. Justin Dean, the batter. Dean will hit a sharp base hit into left field. Good for him. Advancing to third is Ian Happ. Justin Dean, a sharp single. Always good to see the young guys come through and get some base hits, get that confidence going.
Now, Dean, it's not getting a lot of time to play with the way the situation the Cubs are in right now, but he's another guy that he comes in. He made a great catch in left field to end the inning. Now he gets a base hit, and what that does, it just gives confidence to the manager that he can go out there and do the job.
Happ stopped at third. That's his third big league hit. Here's a line drive base hit by Carson Kelly to the gap in right center. Dean showing off some of his blazing speed, motoring all the way to third on the base hit by Kelly, and the Cubs now lead 10-1.
Kelly's second. He's walked one, scored a run. That's his first hit of the ball game and an RBI. Good piece of hitting by Carson. A little line drive the other way.
Kelly with the run batted in. 10-1 game. Pedro Ramirez batting. Pedro swings and fouls it at the plate. Swanson still the man on the mound. Cubs with 17 hits in this game. That is a full night of offense. Here's the 0-1. Chopper toward first and foul. Please stay tuned for the postgame show. Zach will have highlights. He'll have scores from all around the big leagues. And more.
And more, huh?
That's when you run out of things to say. You add and more.
And pressure's on, Z. You got a lot to go with today, though. 17 hits, 10 runs. Cubs been playing good baseball.
Plus, the engineer almost made a catch. Here's a strike 2 pitch, swing, and a missed strike 3, and that's going to be out number 2.
Now, my two buddies from Lockport, one was a teammate, Rocco Marinucci and Brian Wadajewski. You guys got to stay. We scored 10 runs. You got to stay. Zach's got your room and all that, but you're staying, yeah.
Are they picking up breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah, Pat's in. He's already wondering if he's got breakfast tomorrow.
Just curious.
2
on, 2 down. James Triantos the batter, and James will take a strike 0-1. Let's see if James can get a base hit.
He got his first big league hit, his very first at bat in Pittsburgh.
He's out of a bit of a crouch, right-handed batter. Triantos hits a ground ball toward first, fielded by Burleson. Unassisted play ends the inning. That's actually Jordan playing first at this stage of the game. 3 unassisted. Cubs get a run to add to the bundle. It's 10-1 Cubs as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Live in the Chicagoland area?
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Bottom of the 9th, game on the line. You wouldn't step up to the plate without a strategy. So why approach retirement without one? Discover strategies to help create income, protect assets, and grow your retirement savings at our free local academy class. Take the time to better understand your options so your retirement can go the distance. Text TRADE to 210-210 for your free seat today.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is high cheese. Do you know what it means? High cheese, a fastball thrown with high velocity that is up in the strike zone.
Maybe they're going to go right after with some high cheese.
There you go. 4 strikeouts for Aaron. 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
We've reached the bottom of the 9th inning. It's about time, Ron, for you to name the toast of the game. Brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny, the official champagne provider of the Cubs. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Certainly some candidates.
Well, there's no doubt. When the Cubs 10 runs on 17 hits, the offense has definitely done its job.
Lars Nootbaar, the batter. He'll take a strike, 1-1.
And then the other guy, I mean, there's multiple guys that have 3 hits. Suzuki with 3 hits. Bregman 3 more hits again today.
Swinging a chopped foul.
Ramirez has 3 hits. But what about the guy that chucked the ball today? How about Colin Ray? 6 innings, 4 hits, and only 1 run given up here in St. Louis. And, Cubs got off to a good start, but he just slammed the door and just kind of kept the game in cruise control for a long time, which is huge here. You never get the crowd in a game. The Cardinals never really got any game. So even though the offense did its job big time today, it'll be Colin Ray who will be our toast of the game ball player with 6 innings and 4 hits.
Very good choice. Well deserved.
You could give it to the entire Cubs offense, too, couldn't you? 17 hits today.
Here's ball 4 to the leadoff batter for the Cardinals. Lars Nootbaar draws the leadoff walk. Some defensive changes. Dean, who was in left, is now in center. Justin Dean in center. Ramirez playing left field. Pedro Ramirez in left. And James Triantos is playing second base. I think that just about takes care of it. Bottom of the 9th inning, Cubs leading 10-1. Cubs are going to be 15 games above 500 after this game. And they will have split, or rather guaranteed at least a split in the 4-game series with 2 more to go. Here's a ball outside. It gets away from the catcher. Down to second goes the runner, Nootbaar.
Pass ball.
And the right-hander Wentz fires. Here's a high chopper foul toward third. Zach will have all the other scores. He'll update that Giants-Brewers game going on in Northern California. How's that game looking right now, Zach?
1-0 Brewers, top of the 4th.
Okay. It's about that time of the year to start doing some scoreboard watching.
Absolutely.
Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. I have a confession to make. I pretty much start on opening day.
Well, the other thing we figured out, you got a lot of time in the hotel room today, so you can check that out during the day, too.
It's nice to have options. Here is a fly ball down the left field line, curling, and it's a fair ball. And Dean will... that's going to be a ground rule double. The ball got stuck underneath the fence, I think is what happened. All of a sudden, players are starting to move in slow motion. I knew something had happened to call the ball dead. And let's see, I'm watching it again. It was a fair ball. It bounced, and then it got stuck underneath. It actually left the field of play above the fence and then came back on. That's what happened. And once it bounces up into the stands and bounces back, it's a dead ball. So it's a 2-base hit. Nathan Church, the batter. And Church will swing away and foul it back. This is game 5 of the road trip. Cubs trying to make it 4-1. So a win here would guarantee a winning trip through Pittsburgh and St. Louis with 2 more games to go. Can't say that every trip.
In the division, too. That's pretty good. I like this the way this road trip is going so far.
And even though the Cardinals are struggling, they're still alive for a 3rd wild card spot. So certainly are the Pirates, more so. Swing and a miss. In fact, the Pirates might be a team to keep an eye on these last 2 months.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. Their starting pitching has not been great this season, but it was predicted to be great this season. And now these guys are getting healthy. Jones, we saw in game 1 of the series, was throwing 100 miles an hour. Skeens is another guy. I mean, you start looking at their rotation. They get into the playoffs in that first round, they're going to be a bear to play in a short series.
And their offense run leads the National League in many significant categories. Two balls, two strikes. The pitcher, Wentz. He's been going back to get the rosin back. Now he's ready to go. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a looper, shallow center, and that's going to be caught by Dean in center. I think I had Dean in left a minute ago. Ramirez is in left. Dean is in center. Dean made the nice running catch here. The scorecard is getting to be an absolute abomination with scratches and guys all over the place. That's par for the course, though.
Dean got a great jump on that ball to get the
deep fly ball left center, playable. As Dean and Ramirez converge, Dean takes charge, makes the catch. And that's out number 2.
Ramirez is camped under that ball in left center. And Dean came by and said, "You played all game. I'm catching this one." And he just ran by. He made the catch.
Cardinals down to their last chance. Jimmy Crooks ready to step in. Here's the pitch on the way to Crooks. A swing and a miss. Cubs looking for their 61st win. And they're going to be 15 above 500. That's going to be a healthier and healthier total. Here comes the 0-1 on the way. And a swing and a pop fly foul. Is it playable? Bregman over near the dugout. Nope, it's back out of play.
A couple rows deep, just past the Cubs dugout.
Cubs out hitting Pittsburgh, or rather St. Louis. I'm thinking about Pittsburgh. We were talking about them a minute ago. The Cubs are out hitting the Cardinals tonight, 17-7. That's a big disparity. And leading 10-2. The pitch on the way to Crooks. Nubbed on the ground to third. Bregman's going to throw him out, and the Cubs are going to win this ball game. Score it 5-3. Cubs win it 10-2. Cubs start to congratulate one another, and a good trip run just keeps on getting better and better by the day.
Boy, it really seems like Cubs, it has been the case in this road trip so far. Cubs offense getting out to a good start and putting a lot of pressure on either Pittsburgh here or St. Louis. And, when you start banging out the number of hits like they are up and down the lineup, good things are happening, and the Cubs are having a very, very good road trip.
It's time to fly the W, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the Chicago Cubs. 10-2 the final, back with the totals in a moment. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago, this is Alex Bregman. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Baseball is all about the detail.
My name is Shannon Maldonado. I'm the founder of Yowie, a gift shop from the lens of artists and handmade objects. I chose Shopify because when I was testing other